I'm aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. Got the crew, we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Hello. Hello.
Alec Funnel.
Hi.
That's it? Nothing?
Well, I'm going to wait until you actually get into the point where... Anyway, that's Shayla.
And
Hi.
Shayla Hill.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back, Shayla.
She's real, guys.
She does exist.
I have a question.
Where?
And I'm off. Okay, so the question is, what would you think of doing like Wardcast t-shirts and other t-shirts where it's not just dual, it can be other stuff machinima related?
Are you attacking me right now?
Yes, I am. It's also Jazz came up with the idea as well. So.
Wow. You're attacking me? Yeah.
Throwing Jazz under the bus. It wasn't just me, it was Jazz.
It was me, though.
Oh, I see how it is.
No, I just thought because we have a lot of
friends somewhere on a...
Yeah, we have a lot of like recurring jokes on the podcast, and it would be funny to like have a shirts.
Have a shirt.
Well
have a
said.
shirts.
It would be nice to have a shirts.
I'm not English too good.
Yeah, no, I was actually going to at some point maybe do like a poll or something, or just like open up a channel on the Discord to see like what people might be interested in having. Like if we had some that were kind of based off of quotes on the podcast, or you know, any particular jokes from other series that they would like to see a shirt for, especially because I am going to be doing like a ton of more like new merchandise, and I'm going to be getting a couple people to like commission a couple of things so I can get like different styles of artwork. So yeah, before I do that, I want to get a little bit of input and see what people want or what they would be interested in. And I wanted to ask you guys as well, like what you would want to see.
I have a request.
Mm-hmm.
I want a shirt that says "Casts out, snacks out." Yes, please.
We did kind of come up with ideas like Brandon could have like, this shirt is suspicious.
This shirt is suspicious.
This is suspicious.
And my other shirt is a tuxedo.
And then on the back it says tuxedo.
You could have like the little helmet head of like the hunk or whatever the outfit thing is. With the colors.
Yeah. The outfit thing. The armor. Helmet. You said it's fine.
Outfit thing.
Yes. Outfit thing.
You have that helmet?
Who doesn't like a good helmet?
Do I have the helmet? Did you ask me that?
No, Shayla said she has the helmet.
Oh, you have the
I have
helmet?
a helmet.
How do you have the helmet?
What helmet? Wait, what are we talking about?
Not Operation
What?
Raccoon City.
Oh, yeah,
Umbrella
I don't have
props.
that helmet. I have a helmet.
So do I.
Should you be wearing it right now?
Be careful. Don't bonk your head.
I got lots of helmets. They got bumps in them.
Want to see my helmet?
No,
No.
Alec, I don't.
God, you never let me have any fun.
Pornhub is calling. Okay.
I
No.
don't remember who it is.
So, well, before we move on to that, from that, yeah. So, I'll probably put that thread up on the Discord maybe over the weekend or Monday, one of the two. And then if you guys have ideas that you want to see, you can add it in there. And then all of you guys too, put your ideas in there as well, so that I have kind of like a log of what I need to go through and have made.
Oh boy.
And details too. Like if you think of something specific, like a graphic, like Jazz, you mentioned doing like the helmet or whatever on the t-shirt. So like if you have any notes for what kind of graphics would be on there, include that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was digging through the news today, and I came across several stories that made me want to vomit. So it was a typical week. And even though I don't necessarily want to go over any of them, but I want to point out the fact that fucking freedom and individuality, creativity, opinions, like all that good shit is like these things are all disappearing like day by day, like right in front of our eyes and in on the internet and on social media, and it's just crazy to me. Like I skipped so many stories that are talking about like, oh, we removed this because they said they were a little bit too whatever racist, or that they said the word gay or whatever the fuck, like so sensitive. And it's just every other fucking story that I read, and we're just like, we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. It's so
I do.
terrible. And at what price though? Like I get that the idea of that. Yeah, sure. Okay. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings for the most part, unless they deserve it. No, no, like we don't, like, it's good to be inclusive and open and everything. That's great. But like there needs to be a limit as to where we take that. Like we're creating a culture of people that are just like fragile and spineless, and like they're going to be raised with the wrong kind of mentality where they're going to be so fragile. Like fragile things break, like if you have a fragile thing on the shelf and you accidentally bump it and it falls, it fucking shatters, right? Like we don't want people to be raised that way. That's not a good thing. That's people are being set up to hurt, to be broken and not understand like why is this happening to me. Like life is hard sometimes and things happen. It's just part of
Life
existing.
is stupid.
And if we're just raising everyone to be like, oh well, nothing bad should happen to you and everything should be easy, nothing should be said to you unless it makes you feel good, and no one should have an opinion unless it's positive or whatever. Like there's ways of going about that, but like negative opinions have their place. You can tell somebody like, hey, this isn't good because of these reasons, and you can be respectful in how you address that. But to instill that mentality like, oh well, I'm not even supposed to comment if I don't agree with the opinion. If I'm not saying something completely positive, then I just shouldn't say anything at all. Like that is not the way that we should be acting, for anything, whether it's media, like creativity and things like that, or just in general, like having an opinion, political or otherwise, whatever it may be. Like we should be able to have a discussion, and we should embrace both aspects, positive and negative. But like, again, just going through video game news, it's every fucking other story. So just imagine how bad it is outside the game space, and on social media and things like that. Like it's so bad, and it just keeps getting worse, and nobody seems to mind it except for me and like a handful of other people. And I feel like people should have that conversation. You don't even have to just speak out against it, but be open to it, just
You're
talk
not
about
allowed to
it.
you can't have that conversation. You're not allowed to.
Right.
You offend people that have
Right.
opinions.
That is a realistic perspective for a lot of people, whether they acknowledge it or not. It's like people are actually having that those thoughts and those feelings like, oh well, I want to say something, but I probably shouldn't because it's wrong or whatever, or I'm brought up to believe I'm not supposed to hurt anybody, so I better not say what I'm thinking. Like what the fuck? That's so fucked up. What do you guys think?
I'm not allowed to say what I think.
It's a safe
mean-
space here.
Is it?
No.
I think
It's the internet, so no.
I think people should be able to say what they want. Obviously, you can say what you want, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come without consequences. Like if you say something fucked up about something that offends somebody, like I don't know, in the real world you might get punched in the face for it. So I don't know. Like I don't have I feel like the internet
Sucks.
Sucks. Yeah, I was gonna say.
It just doesn't have the same. It's like a different world, really. It's not really reflecting on reality, because I do feel like in a lot of ways there are a lot of like dialogues, things that we just say without knowing the history of or whatever, and it's good to have those conversations about that thing and say, hey, you know what, maybe we should find a different way to express ourselves without using those words, or like why these words are outdated. But to just like villainize certain things, it just kind of just creates like a taboo on things without actually having a real conversation about why these words, like why some of the words that are like we're redefining or relooking at or trying to avoid having like education. Like I think it should be more of a dialogue on educating people on as to why maybe those words aren't the most productive words to use, that kind of thing. But like when you just outright try to limit people's speech, like I don't know, if somebody wants to say something fucked up, let them say it, so that way I know you're fucked up and I can avoid you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. That's a great point, right?
Alec.
Like if we're just ignoring like these opinions and like acknowledging these things and how people are thinking and feeling, like that's still happening. People are still thinking those
exactly.
things, and there's still terrible people out there that are probably just gonna, get away with believing in that shitty perspective forever because no one's going to call them out on it, or
Kind of.
they're going to be in an environment where they're going to continue to think that fucked up, broken way, but they're not going to be comfortable enough to say that wrong thing and be corrected. Like whether
And that's
even if you don't put it out in the universe, like you shouldn't be feeling or thinking like a shitty, whatever, racist, bigoted person, right? You should be open-minded, but there's some people that aren't going to learn that because they're going to feel closed off because that's how the world tells you should be.
And that's kind of what at least what I seem to see is like you have this really like sterilization of information on the internet, but when I still go out into real life in the workplace, I still hear people say really fucked up racist shit or like fucked up things, and they're not saying it lol's ironic or mean or anything. They're like, actually saying fucked up things. So it's not really, I don't know, I don't think that the internet is actually making as much of a difference as we think we are. We're just kind of like in a bubble. Like the people that are like need to be reached by these messages aren't playing video games. So like I don't think we're really like changing anyone's mind with these like little tweaks in the movies and things like that. These like little censors. Not to say that we shouldn't be thinking in more creative ways to like change dialogue if something's offensive or if something is outdated, to like talk about it and be like, hey, instead of just banning this word, like maybe we should reconsider why we're even using it in the first place.
Right. What about the bottom section of the podcast? What do you guys have?
Calling us a butt.
Yeah, the butt of the podcast.
Hi, Agent Lennox. Yes, there is a rumor out there that I am a butt head or whatever. Yeah, I'm a butt head.
With cat ears.
With cat ears, yeah. Butt heads with cat ears.
You can be Beavis.
Well, I mean, like, I agree with you. But I also, like, I agree with both of you because, like, it's true that the internet is a whole different world and people just need to chill in it.
Right,
I was
but
also slightly distracted by the psycho cat behind Shayla.
like even that kind of perspective, like, oh, the internet is a whole different world. Like, I feel like that's kind of an older way of thinking about it because, yeah, that's true. But a lot of the conversation that happens these days happens on the internet, like through Twitter and all. There's a lot of interactions
Yeah, all the
and
normies
opinions
on Facebook.
that are created that overflow into the real world that come from the internet. So it's becoming more than that. It's becoming more of the norm than outside the internet. Like real life is like secondary to the internet. All the conversations and everything happening is happening online.
Which is absolutely true. but people still talk about it like it's another thing. Like when they
Mhm.
are talking about the internets, I hear like, did you hear what they're saying on the internets yesterday? Like
Who the fuck is saying that?
People
but they may
that
not
so
say
that-
that
kind of
exactly.
internet are
but
you
they're-
looking
but they're
at?
basically like, like, oh, did you hear what they're talking about on Facebook now? And it's just like, yes, yes, I have. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, but it's like all the shit that like for video games, certain people will bitch about, oh, well, they did this in this game, and again, it's just throwing that into the internet, which used to be a thing that was harmless, but now it's like if enough people or the right people do that, it affects things. Like companies will change that thing. It's like, oh, well, I didn't like that you did this to this character. It's offensive to me. And then a group backs that opinion and then they remove it. So that's the power that the internet has now. So like people need to take it a lot more seriously than they are, rather than having that opinion like, oh, well, it's just the internet. The internet is
I
very
mean,
powerful now.
truthfully, I feel they've always been doing that. They've always been censoring stuff. It's just like now we're actually like getting involved in the process a little bit more. I mean, like political correctness was introduced in the 80s, and they've been that like in the 80s they were straight up changing stuff and just not telling people, just like removing stuff out of cartoons and things, and it's just like it wasn't even a headline.
Right.
Like it wasn't even a point of discussion. It was just like it was focus grouped out long before it even made it on the TV.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is a new thing that's happening because of the internet. Like, of course, yeah, this has
I
been
know.
happening for forever. But with the internet as a platform, it's elevating that to a degree that it's becoming a problem, and things are getting censored for the wrong reasons, and they're getting censored too easily. It shouldn't be that simple where it's like, well, I don't like this thing. It offends me because I just don't like it. And then I have enough of an influence through whatever Facebook or whatever platform, and I get all those people on board that support my opinion. I have the power because I didn't like a thing to change it. And that gets more
Yeah.
dicey the more important that thing is, whether it has to do
Yeah.
with discrimination
I
or
mean, you didn't like Resident Evil
whatever.
Village, and yet that still happened.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If I had a big enough presence on the internet and I got enough people to rally behind my opinion that this shit is not Resident Evil, and I went to Capcom with my army or whatever, like there's a potential that I could redirect that back to the way that I think it should be, for better or worse. But like it shouldn't be that way. It's like there's writers that are writing that have a vision. And even though I don't like it and I think it's fucking bullshit, you should still have the ability to tell your story. I feel like within Capcom, that particular situation, I feel like the company should have had a meeting to discuss like what Resident Evil is, and determine the proper direction that series should go in on many different levels and for many different reasons. But like the writers that came up with that story, they shouldn't feel like they can't write a story like that. It should just be rejected because it's bullshit. It's not a Resident Evil game, but it just, the power is going in the wrong hands sometimes, and I feel like we're too fragile and we're too opinionated sometimes. It's annoying. It's annoying to see it influence things like media and video games and stuff like that when it really shouldn't. It shouldn't get all fucking political, and we shouldn't be so sensitive that we feel like, if, oops, ignore that.
Freedom of Information Act.
Ignore the freedom.
I'm doxing
Weird
whoever that
timing
was.
for that.
Agent Lennox.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it's just annoying. I'm seeing it more and more, and people just need to not be so sensitive and be open
I
to
think we just-
conversation is all.
People need to chill.
I agree. We need to take a step back.
Love
Yeah.
and peace.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alec
Alex,
is leaving. Oh, he's taking a step back. Good job.
I thought he was taking
Leading-
his pants off. I was like,
All right, so
no.
what you got? What you got for the
He's
news?
taking a step back and he's
Oh, the news is
taking his
later.
pants off.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that was the news.
Jazz.
Alec, no.
Jazz.
Hi.
How was your week?
My week. I didn't know you were gonna ask me that. My week was okay.
Let me tell you about how I feel like your week should be. Can we do that?
I'll tell you how my week was, and if you don't like it, I'll change it. I'll cancel
Okay.
it. It's fine.
I'll start a petition to give you a better week.
I mean, week was okay. I worked 4 days because it's the Easter weekend, and my entire family has COVID. So my week
Good
was
job.
spent like stressing out, worrying about like my mom and stuff, and bringing her stuff outside her door. And
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, it was well. My sister and her boyfriend didn't get it too bad, I think, because like they're just sick. My mom has breathing issues, so I was a little bit more worried. And now Beth is like dying. It's sad.
Oh no.
But I'm still negative. I don't know how. I kind of wish I wasn't, so I could just get it over with. But I think I'm like Ellie. I'm like immune, and I'm gonna have to escape town soon, because people are gonna want my blood.
Yeah.
Do you like people did back in the day with like chicken pox and measles? It's like you're just gonna have to sleep with somebody that has it, so you get it, and then you'll have immunity to it.
Are we talking about the right stuff here? Or...
I'm talking about like sleep over, not like sleep. I don't know what way you thought I meant.
STDs?
With. No, I meant like sleepover, like in the same bed.
With the touching. and the no
I get
pants.
you. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that, but I got you.
Chicken pox on your dick, you know.
Wow.
We're not
This is what happens every week.
Moving on.
Moving on from the chicken pox on the dick. I played a couple of things and I watched a couple more. I watched more ER. I don't think I watched any Critical Role just because I've been distracted by all the stuff, and because it's like 3-hour episodes, I just haven't had like a sit down time for it. What did I play? I played Horizon. I played Last of Us 2 with Jill. I played PUBG with Jill, and I think maybe Alec. Yeah, with Alec. Yeah.
What made you go back to Last of Us 2? That's so random.
I'd been kind of wanting to like jump back on it, but like some parts frustrate me, and it's just really like meh sometimes. And then I was playing PUBG with Jill, and she said that her and her boyfriend were finally playing it, like each on their own consoles, but in the same house. They hadn't played it yet, so I was like, oh, I just wanted somebody to hang out with because I was bored. So I was like, hey, if we hang out in a chat and then like I play it, I'll catch up to where you guys are. But they were so like further than me, and you know how I feel about constantly dying and never getting anywhere. So I put on like bullet mode and like one-shot kills and one melee hit kill and unlimited ammo. So like it's actually, the bullet time is really cool because like everything slows down when you aim your gun, and then you can like, it's like it just, I don't know, it's really cool. So it's a fun way to like run through the game just to play the story again, and skip the cutscenes. But that's what made me want to get back to it.
Wow.
And then I played Among Us for the first time with Alec, and we had fun. We laughed. It was fun. We giggled and laughed, and Shayla played too, and we laughed some more. And we'll get you, Sean.
Will you?
We'll get you. Yeah, we'll get you.
On sale.
That's not gonna get him.
I got it for free on iOS.
Yeah, but that's iOS though.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's free.
Sean's not gonna play that unless it's like on misplay.
Yeah. If I can make money while doing it, I will play it with you guys.
I will pay you to play it. Maybe
pay
not
me
really.
Pay me to play.
Yeah, I feel like I did something big this week, but I don't think I did. So maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Right, show and tell. So I got this new thing when I went to the bookstore, which is my like main show and tell. But Alec pointed out to me, because I said that yesterday was the 110th year anniversary that the Titanic sank. So knowing me and Titanic, he said I should have a show and tell related to Titanic. But I feel bad that it's never related to video games. So for my show and tell number 1, it's a Titanic video game.
Oh, hey, I've seen that
like,
before.
Yeah, for like the old PC game. It doesn't work on anything I own. Yeah, I don't really know what it's about. You have to
and you'll never know.
alter history on a ship out of time. and it runs on
Windows
old
97.
Windows
7.
95. The
95.
best Windows there ever was.
Damn.
97. I think
Seven.
Sherry sent me that. Yeah, I had to dig
sent
that
you
up. No, did you?
No, you did you?
I don't know.
Yes, it was me.
Oh, I thought it was Sherry.
No.
Okay, well, some fucker sent me that. I'm kidding.
I played a few minutes of it, and
Oh wow, it's secondhand.
like
Okay.
a million years ago. Wow. You know what? Send it back. I don't want you to have it.
It's too late now,
I'm
motherfucker.
taking it back.
And then my
It's
actual
like
show and tell.
it's like a murder mystery kind of point and
Yeah.
click.
Even if I
adventure-y
can't play
thing.
it, it's like all the Tomb Raider games that Lee and Alex sent me. They're just on the shelf because they're on the
Yeah.
shelf.
There's ways. You just have to be
Speaking of-
creative.
Speaking of games and shelves, last week I realized, I think it was last week I showed you my Tomb Raider board game that I got. And then I realized that I now have a board game for Tomb Raider, Horizon, Die Hard, and Titanic. So I'm all set. I got everything I need. Games for life. Yeah, I went to the store to buy the Dungeon Master Guide for D&D, and then I spotted this, and it's a book for Critical Role of the
Nice.
two twin characters that I really like. It's like an actual novel. I don't know who wrote it, this person. And yeah, it's like this, I guess, the story of the twins. And I'm
That's
very,
awesome.
very excited to read it. Look how big it is.
The artwork is pretty.
I know. She's got the little feathers in her hair, and it's Laura Bailey's character, and it's really, yeah. So I'm going to enjoy reading that because I like reading and I like that. So, math.
AR3.
Yeah.
For
That's
prison food. What?
what?
Hmm?
Prison food. Are we the prison food?
We are the prison.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
You
Speaking
know
of prison,
what happens in prison?
Yeah.
Speaking of
The
prison,
soap.
welcome to the Wardcast, everybody.
on that subject of dropping the soap and prison stuff, Alec,
Hi.
What?
how was your week?
Wow, I was in prison. I was in this flat for most of the week because I've been ill. And so has Alex. So it's been
COVID.
fun. No, we still never had COVID. And we've been testing all week and it's not COVID. I mean, even if it was COVID, I still wouldn't be scared of it because it's just COVID. Who cares? Am I allowed to say that now? Has it been 2 years long enough now?
How are your potato chips, Jazz?
Yeah, anyway, so I played Far Cry 6, so I think we're nearly done on that. Yeah, I think there's only about one. Yeah, it's actually last mission, and then the game is complete. And yeah, also
is
played
it?
Mine. It's okay actually. Story's okay. Yeah, it's a normal Far Cry game if you think because I've only played 3, 4, 5, completed, but I haven't played the first Far Cry and the second Far Cry.
I don't think that term really applies to Far Cry, like normal or typical Far Cry, because they change it up so much. Like, wasn't one of those games like you're a caveman or some shit? Like Primal, right?
So that's like a kind of like a sub game kind of thing.
And they did like that Blood Dragon one. Like Far Cry is all over the fucking place. You never know what you're gonna get with Far Cry.
But if you go from Far Cry 3 for, you're just dude or girl in Far Cry 6, you get shoved on this kind of island and it's like, oh, there's the good guy, there's a bad guy. And the good guy's like, hey, join us against that guy because that guy's a tyranny person. And we have to go the whole map and take over every base and then go after the bad person. You could just go after the bad person first for whatever reason, but yeah.
Bird person?
But yeah,
Chill.
it's good. I watched a lot of TV this week to catch up. I watched Elite Season 5. I watched Human Resources. And I finally watched Enchantment Season 4.
You watched what? Sorry,
You know what I said.
I don't. I'm pretty sure.
I know what you said, but it wasn't right. Coming from me, who says it wrong every time, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
that's why I put Enchantment.
Enchantment
So
or
it annoyed
Disenchanted
Gaz.
or fucking that show with that girl there.
Disinterested. That's what I watched.
Wow.
Show and Tell is
I'm leaving.
the Mass Effect trilogy vinyl collection.
7.
Do you even like Mass Effect?
Well, it's Alex. Alex
like,
bought
Oh.
it. So
He's like, it's
Okay.
not mine. I'm just
Yeah,
holding
it's
it
not
for a
mine.
friend.
it's like I couldn't honestly tell you what tracks on it. I'm just like, there's that one track that goes doop 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 doop.
Is it is it the trilogy or what is it for?
Yeah, trilogy. Hang on.
That's a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, Alex decided to get it because, like, if he doesn't buy it now, then scalpers will buy it and then skyrocket the price of it. And so
Yep.
he's learned his lesson. I was like, good.
As
Get
you
it
now.
Yeah, as he now. Yeah.
As you now.
And other than that, I got a slight show and tell this way. So I got a red shirt, and the only reason why I picked it up is because it has a Biohazard logo.
That's not the same thing. But I like it.
I know, but I liked it. That's the point. So yeah, it was only £2.50. So who the fuck cares?
I should do that. Anytime I see something with a biohazard symbol, I should just get it.
Yeah.
Sean comes on with
Why
a big
not?
barrel. He's like, I wonder what's inside.
Yeah,
but there
look
was a
what I have for my
biohazard
collection.
symbol on it.
Wow.
I hope it's pool water. I'm gonna swim in it.
Shayla,
It tastes funny.
Yes.
how has been your week and year, and however long it's been since you've been here?
Hello, Sasha.
Well, this last week's been somewhat unproductive. Hi, Sasha. Somewhat unproductive, and Reels here. Hi, people in the chat. Because I've mainly been working, but the week previous was my birthday. And got a lot of cool stuff. I got to see Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I liked it.
Was it better or worse than the first one?
It was about the same. I liked it a little better, only in the sense that there was less human stuff and more
Racism.
critters. I was gonna say furry guys.
You mean
Like-
hedgehogs?
Well, there's a echidna and a two-tailed fox, so there's only still one hedgehog. Amy Rose is not in it yet. I almost said something I shouldn't. The after credit scene was kind of exciting, and the last.
Are they crossing over with Resident Evil?
No, I thought. I'm a little worried if Jim Carrey's not going to be in it anymore because like he's a really great Eggman.
Yeah, just look how fat he is.
And I don't know. I really like Sonic, and I thought the movie was fun. They're nothing like super spectacular, but I can't help it when I watch them be like, man, I wish these movies were around when I was a kid and into Sonic. Like, I think I would probably be blown away by them if I saw them as a kid. Like, maybe not now. It's just like, oh wow, that was really heartwarming and fun, and I'm glad this exists. And I will definitely continue to see them.
Or even just in the period of time, the dark period of time where video game movies were just the worst ever. Like, we needed
Right?
movies like that. That would have been nice.
Yeah, it's like it has some of those, it has some issues, but they're not issues that you wouldn't really see in any like video game movie, but there's like a lot less of it than probably what we would have seen like 10 years ago, even 20 years ago if it existed. And a lot of like really cool like moments from the games that were like impressive, like even just like Dr. Eggman's giant robot looking like it's supposed to, and there's some little goofy things in there, like his henchman holds up in a coffee place called the Mean Bean Machine. I thought that was kind of cute, little homages, like little throwbacks like that.
Beans.
The only thing that really upset me was I saw in a preview that they were going to have an ice temple. and they even had a part where they like snowboarded down a mountain, and like they have yet to get any of the rights to any of the actual music. And it was really disappointing to have like very generic action movie music going on while they're like snowboarding down a giant icy mountain, when there's a scene in Sonic 3 where you snowboard down a giant, or you slide down a giant icy mountain, and that music is fucking spectacular. Like the Ice Zone 3 and Sonic 3 music is amazing. You couldn't have somehow incorporated some of the Sonic music into the Sonic movies. For whatever reason, they just can't get the rights to those. That's probably the only thing I really feel disappointed about like both movies so far, is that they haven't been able to incorporate any of like the iconic music into it. And
That's
that
all right.
pretty
It's
much
got
has like
Gangster's Paradise. It's fine.
Yeah, that's close.
Sonic
Yeah.
Beam.
I don't know. I'm not against poppy music being played. In some ways, I almost would rather have poppy music than just generic and like forgettable action music. But at the same time, like, yeah, I mean, some of the pop music almost makes sense to me only because they make Sonic out to be like a little kid who's like into pop culture and stuff like that. So some of the pop music choices almost make a little more sense because that's like dumb shit Sonic would listen to. But like, I just wish there was incorporated more of the like actual Sonic music. I wish the Sonic music's really good. I wish they would have somehow gotten the rights to it and had it, because like the ice thing that's where it really like clicked in, was like, really, Ice Zone is amazing. Come on, that's a good song.
It's weird. The rights for that music can't be that expensive. It just can't. And it's kind of weird too, because like since you're going from one media platform to another that already had music, you would think they would try to incorporate that to some degree. Like even if they were like rearranging it or something to make it more, over the top or cinematic for the movie, like that's a good opportunity to do a cool remix of the song and still keep that continuity with the music, especially with something iconic like Sonic, right? It has music that you would know. And it's like if they were to make the Metal Gear movie and they don't put the Metal Gear theme in there at all, like that's going to ruin the movie if they don't do that to some degree.
The only thing I can think of is I watched this, like I went down this huge rabbit hole, and my friend helped me find this all this information of somebody who really dug deep, and because Michael Jackson does have a history of working with Sega, there's actually like, I think they might have even confirmed it, but I don't want to say this without a source, that Michael Jackson actually had something to do with the Sonic 3 soundtrack. And so like maybe that's why it's so hard to get a hold of that music, or maybe even that's why like they don't want to associate with that music. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly and the sources were accurate, Michael Jackson did actually have something to do with the soundtrack for Sonic 3, which is where a lot of the really iconic tracks come from. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything else in your week? Did you play any games?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been playing Fate because they're giving away a free 5-star that you have to bond with if you want to keep it. I did pick up Monster Hunter Rise. Well, actually, Sherry, shout out to Hassie Soda, gifted me a Monster Hunter Rise on the PC, so I'm hoping to start that within the week. God, I've been playing a lot. Started RE Village.
You mean Village? There's
Yeah.
no RE. There's
Yeah. Started a Village. What else? I finally started playing Undertale for the first time. Super cute. I'm like really behind on stuff, so I'm just now getting like kind of into things. But am I supposed to do a show and tell too?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Noob.
was actually really happy about these. The Monster Hunter Story 2 amiibos were like literally impossible to find when they came out. And I managed to find all 3 of them at GameStop. So I now have all the Monster Hunter Story 2 amiibos, which made me super happy because you have no idea how hard these were to find.
That's cool. Are they still making those?
I think so. I think you probably know this too, but I don't think they could be a reprint. But my theory is, you know how GameStop kind of has to sometimes hold stuff for refunds or defects, and then when the 90-day period's out, they still end up having like extras of things in the warehouse and send them out. I think that was what that was. But maybe it was a reprint. Because I've literally seen them nowhere else except for randomly they reappeared in GameStop. And so I was like, oh, I bet they found some in the warehouse that they were like stashing away, because no matter how rare an item is, they do stash a couple away in case like they get refunds, or in case like they need to like replace it for defective merchandise. So yeah, I was super happy because I don't like paying scalpers and I don't like paying inflated prices. So I was waiting and hoping that I'd be able to get them at retail, and I did. I'm so happy. This one is super cute. It's just like little kitty girl. I'm so happy about these. Literally impossible to get them. Like the day the game came out, they were nowhere. Nowhere.
Sean, how was your week?
I was like,
Hello, welcome to my
is this
week.
your first day?
Yeah, it's my second day. This week was poo-poo. Lots of work.
Good job.
Too much work, the usual.
Boop.
I didn't play anything. I need to go back to Horizon, and I need to go back to Stranger in Paradise, Final Fantasy, before I forget what the fuck I was doing in those games and have to restart over, and then it's Yakuza again.
I'll tell you.
But yeah, I need to get back to those. I haven't really had a whole lot of time. Like I've been kind of brainstorming things in terms of Ward content, but I just haven't had time to sit down and work on things the way that I've been wanting to. But I'll get there.
Now.
I am sitting down now, and I might work on that a little bit today, I hope. As long as I, have energy. I got a little bit of sleep this week, which I usually don't, so that helps.
What's
It's a
wrong
miracle. I watched a couple things. I've been watching 24 again as my sleepy time show. Watched a couple more episodes of Castlevania, and and I saw Ambulance in the theater, which was weird. Wambulance. I watched I think the rest of the current season of The Walking Dead. What?
Sasha just threw shame.
Oh no, did she? Oh wow. I mean, yeah. It's not on purpose. I will go back. I know I will go back.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It might be in 4 years, but I will go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it. That's my week. Not very exciting. Show and tell. Yeah, I know. Work is killing me. It's ruining my life.
Need a better week.
I know. But I have this thingamabobber.
Oh, wow.
The Super Nintendo Classic.
Nice.
I remember. I don't even know like if these have value anymore. Like there's a point in time where they were like super rare and like you couldn't find them anywhere. What?
Christmas.
Christmas? Was it just a Christmas thing? I thought it was in general. I don't remember.
I just think it amped up at Christmas.
Oh, okay. So are they like available now? Like, can you just go buy one? I'm just curious.
Probably online a lot easier.
Probably.
Yeah, in my kind of in gaming stores, I tend to see them quite a lot. And so,
do you? Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
That's good. They are really cool. Like this one has Super Mario RPG, which is really cool. It had, I think it had, didn't it have like an unreleased Star Fox game? Oh yeah, Star Fox 2 was on here, which they never released. So like that's the only way to get that game officially, which is pretty neat. And I got the NES Classic as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I wanted that.
Yeah, they're really cool. I like how tiny little baby machines they are. They're neat. And I have this abomination as well. It's shit.
Is it the mini or is
it's the mini? Yeah.
Oh,
it's garbage. Yeah, they're shit. I got it. I don't even think I opened it. No, I didn't. But I got that like. I don't think I got it immediately when it came out because I got it a little bit cheaper. I think I got it for like $20 cheaper than it was going for. And then like, I don't know, a month or two after I got it, you could find one for like $20. So yeah, that was great. And of course, like when it released, we didn't know it was garbage. We found that out later. But like apparently it's the not to shit on you, Alec, but apparently it's the European versions of a lot
He's
of the
not European.
games. That oh, you're right. Never mind.
He's
But
UK.
but those versions of it, from what I was reading, have like shittier frame rates or something like that.
Yep.
So it's like the worst version of the games, which is unfortunate. And I think some of them had like glitches and like bad port. And oh, I think they're all ports too. Like I don't think they're actual like genuine versions of the games. I think they took or not ports, but what is it called? The ROMs.
Yeah.
Like they took ROMs from another source and just put them on that machine. Like Sony didn't.
Yee.
Yeah, Sony didn't actually like pull from their existing library and port it over to that console.
That's oh sorry. That's actually what a lot of the anytime you see like Genesis doing that kind of stuff, that's what they do
It's
as
the same
well.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Which is why they're so cheap. But yeah, that's the
Yeah.
good thing about like the Nintendo ones. They're the genuine thing. Like they're the real source versions of the games. But yeah, they really half-assed the Sony thing, which was really disappointing because it's got Resident Evil on there and stuff. And I don't know. I was
Is there
excited about it.
analogs?
What's that?
Is there any analogs on the actual controller? I can't remember if they.
I
had
don't.
analog.
I don't think it has analog.
Yeah,
Because I think this is like the first. Yeah, it doesn't. Because yeah, none of the games on there support analog anyway. Because it was like first gen PS1. But like that one was really cool for me too. Because like it's super nostalgia for me. Because like that was my big system was the PS1. You know.
Sony Dreamcast.
Yeah, I loved the PlayStation. Is when I originally got into Resident Evil and stuff like that. A lot of good memories. So I was really hoping it was going to be like a really high quality thing like the Nintendo ones, and it wasn't. And here we are. But yeah, ta-da! We've done it. That has been our weeks. That has been show and tell.
Now
It's
it's time for some news.
The Super Nintendo one is super awesome because when we were kids, we got a Super Nintendo, and at the cottage, it was like we played Bomberman and we played all that shit, right? So we had the multi-tap, and if it rained, everybody was like, "Oh, we get to play Super Nintendo!" But then if it was sunny, we didn't. And my sister got that one, like the one you just showed. So like when I went up, like a couple years ago, I was just like super bored during a rain thing, and she's like, "You can play this Super Nintendo." It's like playing like Mega Man X because it's my favorite, and I was so happy. I was like, "Oh, I want one." I want one.
Just want to point out that Sasha is shitting on me super hard in the chat.
We've made her
Good.
comfortable in the group.
Carry on.
She's officially part of the ward because she's shitting on your delays and your hoarding.
I see. It's not my fault. If I didn't work all the time, I swear to God, I would play more. I promise.
I think Alec is the bad influence.
Yep.
Yeah, he
I
always
rub
has
off
been.
on so many people.
That's inappropriate.
Is Shayla frozen? Nope. Oh,
Only on the inside.
she just didn't move. Jesus.
Like me. Hey, guess what time it is?
5 o'clock. 9. I'm ready.
It's time for a noose.
Time for some moose.
Time
Okay.
to hang yourself with the grimness of the news. There you go.
That's the sound of
So,
hanging.
this is going to be like, I don't even know, rapid fire news or some shit. I didn't do notes. It's been a day from hell, and I woke up late, so I got my sleep, which is good, but it didn't give me time to go through and do notes and all that good stuff that I normally do for news and the
And then I said I'd
thumbnails and all
help,
that
but I
good stuff.
didn't.
Yeah, I was lied to about it. All kinds of all kinds of things, but we're just going to
It's
kind of
fine.
go through some cliff notes or whatever. We'll go through like the
Clifford.
basic idea of what the news is, and I might kind of poke through it a little bit and we'll talk about it. First up, Jazz,
Hi.
what you got?
My week was great.
Where,
No.
where? You're
I don't.
her news is the only one with a thumbnail. Let me.
Well, I have 2 news, but only wanted, and I only insisted we use it because I worked so hard on it.
You tried so hard and got so far.
But in the end, it was stupid.
All right, you ready for it?
Yeah. So, yeah, Nintendo and Sony are getting a much needed change. So Nintendo and Sony, are making major changes to their online subscription services. I can't read my own typing. Following an investigation that was conducted by the UK government. So the companies are going to adjust their online subscription renewals because people are forgetting that they have like PS Plus, PS Now, and Nintendo Switch Online. So now they're going to revise it so people who haven't like used it or whatever for a long time, Sony is going to message the people and be like, hey, just so you know you're paying for this, do you still want it? Do you want to cancel it? And if the customers are not able to cancel it themselves, Sony is just going to cancel the auto renew. They're just going to not take payments.
Really?
Yeah, to avoid people paying
Whoa.
for ridiculous services that they're not using because they forget. So they're going to see like, oh, there's been inactivity on this account. We're just going to stop charging them, which is kind of cool. And
that's fucking,
yeah.
that's actually good news.
Right?
See, this is the shit that I've been saying all along. Like,
yeah, you just
Could
bad
you
news, bad
imagine-
news, bad news, good news.
could you imagine if like all the companies did that kind of shit, you know, were transparent and was like looking out for the consumer? Like, that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, apparently Xbox did it in January. They revised their whatever. I don't know if they're doing the same thing because I didn't read too much on that part, but Nintendo is doing something similar, except when you first subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online, they're gonna just like by default, the auto renew option is not on. You have to like manually go and turn it on, activate it if you want the auto renew.
That's fucking cool. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Like there was an article about it, and then Sony and Nintendo were like, yeah, which is like you said, because like for example, I had subscribed accidentally to PS Now instead of PS Plus, and then when I called Sony, they were like, oh yeah, we'll just cancel your Now and like reimburse you so you can get PS Plus. Well, they never did that, so I had both for 3 months and didn't know.
Damn.
So that's why Elder Scrolls Online was free. So I had to buy it after 3 months without knowing why. So yeah. So now like all of the auto renew and all of the, you really have to know what you're buying now. And if you buy it accidentally like me, then you're just stupid. And Sony did everything to try to help you. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Look at that. Look at that good news. That wholesome,
It's good
beautiful,
moose.
good moose.
Good moose.
Good moose.
Yep. That
And
was
the
it for that
other
one.
news?
Yeah, do you want me to just do my other one now?
Yeah, go for it.
Close
Mine's
my
gonna be a
article.
shit show, so
Let's get the organized people out
exactly,
first.
exactly.
So there's a game coming out, and it's a perfect game for Sean.
Oh boy.
Probably other people as well, but
Among
mostly
Us
Sean.
2.
No, no, Village 2.
Oh fuck.
So it's called Save Room, and so you're the kind of person who likes to play Resident Evil 4 and has fun.
What do
with
you
the...
mean I'm the kind of person?
Listen, if you're the kind of person who likes to play Resident Evil 4 and specifically for the amazing Tetris inventory system, like Leon, and you have OCD, then this game is excellent for you because it's a soon-to-be released game on Steam. It's called Save Room, and it's all about inventory placement. So you have your inventory that's actually like kind of a tight inventory, and the whole point of the game, literally the entire point of the game, is to rotate and set up everything to fit it in this inventory. And there's like a whole bunch of levels, but basically that's it.
I demand compensation. All right, I designed this game. God damn it! Where's my royalty
Leon
check?
did this. So it's obviously like they had to declare it's not affiliated with Capcom, but the creator
Or the Word Productions.
Fractal Projects clearly were super into Resident Evil 4. So yeah, it like apparently there's a little bit on the game. You have to combine familiar items like herbs, ammo, grenades, guns, whatever, and you have to fit them in the right home. And there's even like fish and eggs. And apparently,
They weren't even trying to hide it.
Yeah, and according to an article, like a Steam listing article, something, there's a series of levels. So I guess like they give you maybe I don't know, but maybe they give you like different shapes of inventory slots, and you have to like a time or something. Kind of, it's the Tetris. It's exactly your thing. It's
the Tetris is.
I was gonna say it's the Tetris effect, but it's
Oh.
exactly like that scene from Duel. Yeah.
Well, Diz is going to be all over that then.
Oh my god, yeah. Resident Evil
Right.
4 and Tetris. Diz just like exploded. Her head just went.
I need to make some phone calls.
Yeah. Excuse me. I don't work for Capcom, but
I mean,
y'all owe me money.
Now you're just going to call Capcom?
No.
Well, I mean, while I'm on the phone with them, I got some other shit to talk about as well.
Yeah, so look out for Steam Room on Save Room on Steam.
Steam Room on save.
Eh.
You know, if I go to a Steam room, then that's something else I have to go
Never
for.
want to be in a Steam room near Alec. Or any room, really.
Wow.
But yeah, you can, if you get that, if it's not like a super expensive game, you can get it and like do like a little DLC dual thing of Leon just playing Save Room.
Dual.
Yeah, dual DLC.
Dual LC.
Oh,
Or
DLCs of our
D
lives.
dual LC. I don't know. Something.
Some stupid.
Something.
You can do something stupid
Insert
with it.
stupid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Save Room.
Yeah.
now
I'm trying
for
to
the
load
bad
my
news.
I'm trying
So
to load my
put
Steam
it-
to see when it comes out, but I don't know.
Put it on my shitty money making apps. I will download
Put it
it
on
and
your dick.
put it on your dick.
I'm gonna
All
tell
right,
you
now
if
for
it has
the
a release.
shit show. Is everybody ready?
No.
Me either. TikTok adds an invisible dislike button for comments. So that's cool. This kind of feeds into what I was saying earlier about, people being fragile and all this bullshit. But basically, it looks like they added the ability to dislike, but the only people that can see the dislikes on the videos are TikTok. You have no record of it, as like you don't have a record of what you've disliked on your profile for when you dislike a video, and the creator can't see the dislikes as well. So it looks like they're just using it to kind of gauge like how people are consuming the videos. Like, is it positive, is it negative? And I guess that'll feed into their personal analytics. But like the whole point of that should be to express like the reception to the viewer for the creator, right? The creator is the one that needs to know, like, is this landing with people? Is it not? Like, should I change my content? Like, how are people enjoying my content? So for TikTok to be the only people that are getting that information is kind of weird. But yeah, it's just stupid. There's that. And then like they removed the dislike views on YouTube and stuff. And it all feeds into that shit where it's like, oh, well, we don't want to offend anybody.
I do.
What they should really do is, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, but like if they made it so that when you dislike, you had to put in a comment or something like that. So it's like, okay, well, I don't like this video. This is why. Of course, it's going to be abused, but at least that kind of pushes them a little bit to be like, okay, well, why? Is this... And the people that leave it blank, you can kind of write that off as like, clearly they don't really give a shit. They could be just trolling me because they didn't leave a comment. Or if they put in something dumb or that doesn't make sense, again, you can write that off because it's not applicable because they didn't tell you why they didn't like it. And the people that actually don't like something about your content that would like you to change and grow will tell you, and then you can learn from that, and then you can choose to implement that or not. Like, that is a healthy system to implement. But just removing it, why? Like, we don't need to be that sensitive. We can take some fucking criticism, and that's a way to encourage people to be more positive and more creative about it. But yeah, so that's the thing that's happening. The Last of Us adaptation is, quote, similar to how Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni,
Baloney.
Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni treat the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal says. So I guess Pedro Pascal, he's going to be playing Joel in the Last of Us movie or show. And he's not going to be going through the entirety of the Last of Us game. Like, he played a little bit of it to kind of get a feel for what the Joel character was going to be. But he doesn't want to see the whole story, and he doesn't want to kind of portray that version of Joel, which is, I think, a mistake. Like,
that
he wants
version?
from the game.
So the only version?
So he wants
exactly, right?
He
right.
wants to do his own take on it.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. Like, why? Like, I don't want your version of this character. I want that character. That's the whole point. That's why I'm not going to the Last of Us show to see something that's not the Last of Us. I want to see the Last of Us. So like, he's clearly going to do his own version of what that character is going to be like. And he specifically said that he doesn't want to even sound like or act like Troy Baker. like his version of that character. So again, like what are you doing? Why were you cast to do this character if you don't want to be anything like him?
Right? They might as well, not in an offensive way, but they might as well have cast like an African American woman to play Joel. Oh, if we're just gonna change whatever the character is, then
yeah. In fact,
There's a lot
that is a
actors.
really, really perfect way to put that.
that guy.
It's the same thing as like recasting in that way. Like if they just made him a female character and
Yeah.
whatever, not a white dude, like
Could be
you're
Josephine.
changing the character. Like why?
Alec could have played Joel.
Yeah.
He's got the beard.
Ellie's a little boy now. I mean,
That's why Alec. Nope.
I just,
Nope.
I don't know why we have to do this all the time.
There you go. Sasha could have played Joel.
there you go.
I'll play Tommy. I'll be Sasha's brother. It'll be great.
But yeah, that up until the last couple of updates that they've had for the Last of Us show, I was excited about it and I had some optimism, but like the more that they
Now it's gone.
reveal, yeah, I'm getting less and less interested, and that tends to be how things go, but it sucks because it could have been a really good show and they had the right people involved in making the show, and now they're just fucking it up with all these dumb decisions. But whatever. This is how things are, I guess.
This is how we do it.
Yeah. Christopher Lloyd is going to star in a movie based on Spirit Halloween, the store.
That dude is insane. Have you seen some of the roles he's taken like as over the last couple of years? It's like weird ass horrible movies. Like, what are you doing? Are you that broke, man? Like, do you need to start a Patreon or something? Like, bro, what are you?
Wow, I am being attacked right now. Not to upset Jazz, but I feel like Bruce Willis was kind of going down that road a little bit as well.
We can't shit on Bruce right now. He's sad.
I like him. I know that sucks.
I'm sad about that.
Me too.
And
it
about
sucks.
you shitting on him.
I'm a fan though. I really like Bruce Willis,
but he was literally accepting like some doo-doo.
Yeah, like with that, like I have higher expectations for that guy because normally he's in high quality work and he does a good job, and they're credible projects, but like the stuff that he's been putting out recently has not, it's like he's not even looking at the script or has no standard. Like he's in low budget movies. And there's nothing wrong with low budget movies. They're fine, but I don't expect Bruce Willis or fucking Tom Hanks or somebody to be in those movies. It's weird.
I mean, okay, I will say this. Bruce Willis has kind of always been that way. Like, there was especially an era where he was like literally, it's not a bad thing, but like, he's always kind of been that. He even had like a cartoon that was like, what was that? Like Bruno the Kid or something like that, where he was literally like, oh, it's a role, I'll fucking take it. Like, and not in a bad way. It's work. It's fucking work. I ain't talking shit. I'm just saying, like,
that's fair. He did kind of walk the line a little bit here and there, but I feel like he never really crossed it until recently. But again, it's fine. Like if he needs the money, that's fine. I just can't imagine that being a thing. Like how is that guy not super rich at this point? He's got to be.
A divorced wife and a bunch of kids, probably. That'll do it real quick.
Yeah, maybe. But still, like if you got like fucking $6 million or whatever, and your wife takes half, you're still pretty good. You're still doing well. But I get it, I guess. It was just I wasn't expecting it. I guess I expect quality from that particular actor.
I was more surprised at the quantity. There's like 20 of them. It's
right.
A lot.
Well, but that tells you, right? That tells you that there's not a lot going into these movies. They're turning them out real quick, right? If you have something of quality, you're probably not going to turn it out that quick. It takes time. It takes a crew. Yeah. So it's fine. I'm sorry, Jazz. I love Bruce Willis. It's fine. I wish him all the best. I hope he gets better soon.
Yeah, she's about to burn the place down.
Yeah, got my little car out. Fire time.
Fire time. But yeah, I don't think we really need to dive into that. Why are they making a movie based on the Halloween
That's
store?
the like main problem with this article.
Right?
I just don't
Walmart, the
understand
feature by Michael Bay.
Commercial,
Michael
the
Bay.
movie.
Michael Bay's Walmart.
James Cameron.
George Cameron.
George Cameron.
Two things you
the
should
wa-
not.
I mean, for real though, we're getting to the point that they're literally just making movies are just like commercials.
I'm still waiting for the DDR movie,
Right.
and now they're doing fucking
Dude,
Spirit Halloween
I want to see the DDR movie. I want to see.
with Mila Jovovich.
To
Do
be
it.
honest, I do want to see that. It's going to be terrible and should
We
not
should watch it
exist,
all
but I do
together.
want to see
We
it.
should all watch it
You
together.
do know there already exists the DDR movie, right?
Like officially?
Like a fan made one.
Yeah, it's called
that's
Pacific
no.
Rim.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Fight me.
Wow, I will fight you and Bruce Willis.
I'm
I'm kidding. Don't. What else do we have in this shit
Oh,
bag?
tears. Tears are on the
Tears
news today.
and sadness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one I didn't even want to talk about anyway. But Sony and Lego's parent company are investing billions of dollars in Epic Games to support the metaverse. Yay! Can't wait for the metaverse, everybody, and NFTs and all this bullshit.
What?
But yeah,
Nothing.
What? Are you an NFT supporter? You
No!
fuck.
No, no.
Do I have to
No.
kill you live on the
No,
podcast?
no,
Sacrifice
no.
you to the blood
No,
god?
He just
Oh,
like
no.
reaches over and a
NFTs?
fist comes out of Shayla's camera and just punches her.
Yes. I
No.
don't believe you.
No, I actually was into the so NFTs are literally just making fun of a artist community that already pre-existed, and it was kind of like how anything that it's like one of those things like 4chan starts something as a joke ironically, and then and then people actually think it's real, and then it actually becomes a real thing, like bronies. Like that's literally like what NFTs are, is like it was like making fun of it. It was literally like, I think it started with like Rare Pepes, like making fun of like adopts and stuff. And like, because the real goal of adopts is that you're allowing independent artists to have freedom over their own properties and support artists. Well, it also became more obsessed with like rarities and collecting and weird shit like that, and literally NFTs kind of just like followed suit, where they started out with like, oh, Rare Pepes, and then like next thing you know, it's like, oh no, someone with money actually caught wind of this and like abused it, and now people actually think it's a real thing, and you have dumb celebrities buying them and thinking this is like a legit, the idea and concept of like allowing artists to create something and supporting independent artists basically completely destroyed and ruined by idiots with money, and it's fucking horrible and stupid.
Like money.
But I like money. I like money.
We should hang
Want to
out.
go to Starbucks? We should hang out.
It blows me away that like this should be something that's like you present this to a company or whatever, or to the public, and you just get laughed out of the fucking room, because like literally I want you to pay me fucking $250 or more for a picture of a thing that I'm not going to give you.
Okay.
What? Yeah, and then
Again.
everyone's like, okay, I'll get on board with that. Like,
Pick
what?
my money.
What the
Again.
fuck is wrong with
Again.
people?
It's supposed to be one of those things where like it likened to collecting rare art, things like that, where
It's
a lot of
nothing
people are
like
gonna
that.
in a lot of ways it is, but
Enlighten
it's
me.
become it's not anymore. But the concept that that like spawned a lot of these trends, a lot of like all this garbage, was actually rooted in like trying. In a lot of ways, look at like fine art. It's the same way, where people are taping bananas to the walls for like for clout and money extortion. Like it's been bastardized, but it's like there was originally like some of the concepts around it actually were supposed to be about supporting artists and giving them like control over their property and stuff. It's been completely bastardized, but I'm just saying, like, there were some concepts involved in it, in the start of it, or in the ideas around it that that were like good, but yeah, it's ruined, and they're really stupid, and it's
Where?
the people who buy into like a lot of these NFTs are like, don't.
But
You're no different.
it's so
No,
much
you're no
worse
different
than
than.
it's
Yeah,
so much
it's
worse
bad.
than that, because like, even if you're the idiot that buys the picture of a fucking banana taped to a canvas or whatever the fuck that is, like, at least you
You
have
didn't hear
that.
about that?
And for whatever reason, you like that thing and you want to put it in your living room, and you have that, and it's yours. You have the official artist's creation on your wall. Whatever. If that's your thing, go for it. But it's a completely different thing to buy a picture of that fucking banana taped to a canvas, and then somebody else has another picture of that banana taped to a canvas from a different angle, like slightly over to the left, and then another person has another slightly more to the left. Like, what are we doing? Like, that has no value. There's no meaning to it.
It's art.
It's
The point
horseshit.
is that people. The point is more that people assign value to
NFTs.
things. So like people are stupid.
People,
It's just
that is
weird.
the moral of the story. People are fucking stupid as shit.
Yeah,
Where
Why?
it's
then
more
if people-
more of that, like, artists are constantly getting screwed over because of like money, basically. Like, it's constant, like the art
Like-
scene is constantly getting screwed over and corrupted by like money.
Yeah.
Money,
Well, let's
businesses,
put that,
and money.
let's put that shit into perspective. You have tons of artists out there that are doing commissions on the internet that are, struggling to find a what's the word I want to say? Like a market, right? For people to buy their physical things. Like, they'll draw it, they'll charge you, and they'll mail you that physical drawing that you paid for. Like, artists are struggling to do that. Yet there's a market for people to spend $250 or $1 million or whatever the fuck on a picture of something that already exists. How fucked up is that?
Again, a lot of it stems down to the people within that community support it. So it's like
That's the
the
problem.
same thing about
It's the
but
people.
I know, but it's more of like the corporations, like, or people like abusing it for money. But it's more of the concept of like the same thing like with an adopt. When an artist will create an original design and people bid money to, like, whoever is willing to offer the most money gets to keep that design. And the same concept applies where, like, yeah, I could just right click it, or I could just redraw it myself. But the point is that you're buying that piece of artwork, that design, from that artist, and you're like wanting to support them for their work. And yes, someone could just steal the character or redraw the character or right click it,
Or take a picture of it.
but the same thing could be said for like fine art. When an artist creates a piece and sells it in a gallery, yeah, I could just like copy and reproduce the print. Like, I could just reproduce the photo, but like the person who bought the original, like, that means something to them because they bought that original work from the artist. So like, it's just one of those things like where not everybody's going to get it. And a lot of times some people do turning it into like a dick measuring contest. Like, I have the most money, so I can throw it at this artist and buy the most popular thing right now. And like, ideally that's good for independent artists to be able to get like big bucks for their work. But then corporations want to jump in on it, and people they go, oh, well, it was easy for them, so I want to do it too. And then everybody jumps in on it, and it's just ruined every time.
But again, even comparing it to, like, I get what you're saying with, the original artist versus, a reproduction or whatever, a copy of that art. You're still, like, when you're talking about art on that level, you're still saying, I'm going to buy a physical representation of this artwork to decorate my home. There's value in that, even if it is a ripoff. It's not as great. Yeah, you would want the original, or you would want something officially from the creator. That would be great, but you still get a benefit from getting a knockoff to put in your home. But when we're talking about digital assets, there's no value there.
Again, that is one of those things where everybody, like, in the adopt community, it was it's small enough and unified enough that people will literally like reinforce the rules like, hey, I know this person owns this design, you can't have it. So they kind of have that like backing each other up thing. And where so NFTs are so huge, that's why I have those weird blockchains where it's like, yeah, anybody can right click it and steal it, but the point is that this person has rights to it, so when they use it as their, it's stupid. I'm not arguing it, I'm just saying like where the concept comes behind, where it's like their name is forever attached to what they bought. So that's where they basically are buying bragging rights, and like that's what they're paying for. They're not, they're buying these things because they're paying for bragging rights.
But I could go right click that picture and save it, and I could say that I have it too, even though I didn't spend $250 million on
idiot,
it.
Yes, but the people who care
Sasha,
about that stuff,
your
and the people that are
NFT
in
form.
the people that care about that stuff and the people that are in that community will know that you did not, because there are people that will verify it, just like there is in the art community. There are people that will know the difference, just like when you see Pawn Stars, when somebody
How the
brings
fuck
something,
did we get the Pawn Stars?
because it's about counterfeit and valuable things. There are people who know what's real and what's fake. There is actually like a trail to these. It's dumb, but they're like, that's why they have these blockchains and stuff, so that when somebody does, yes, you can just fucking right click it, but the people in that community are going to know that you just right clicked it, and it means nothing to them. That's what I'm just saying. Like,
I get what you're saying. It's just so different. Like
I'm not.
in different like communities or whatever, like I could see that being a thing where you want, you're investing $1 million in a painting that's tied to, like a big artist that it affected the world and affected art and all these things. And, you have to go down that, research or whatever to validate whether it's actually legitimate or whatever. And there's all this money invested. Yeah, that makes sense because it's tied into, wow, they both left. It's tied into, the world, and it has meaning and it has value on different levels. But we're literally talking about like a picture of a video game that's going for $1 million. Like, no one gives a shit. It doesn't matter. It could disappear today and no one would give a shit.
Because though at this point, those people are literally just jumping in to make money. They're just it's just a cash grab at this point. Those people are literally just like, but that's everything. Anytime you become successful with something, it is going to turn into a bastardized cash grab. Like until people stop making money on it, until it stops working, people are just going to abuse it and be stupid about it. But something could come up of it. I know, but it is it's an interesting conversation, because there's things like the art world, fine art went through that kind of phase years ago, and that's why someone literally took it into a fancy art museum. They paid to have a literal urinal put in the gallery to see if anyone would buy it and take it, think it was art. And it was literally like a troll, and so people are like, oh, they actually put a urinal in an art museum and considered that art. It's like, no, the person who did that was literally saying like, fuck you to the concept of fine art at the time, because it becomes such a ridiculous thing. So eventually people will catch on. It'll happen. We might even get some funny shit out of it, like watching idiots on, watching
from a urinal.
Watching Jimmy. I think it's funny that dumb people like Jimmy Fallon falls for it and fucking buys them, and then is showing them off on his show, like, look what I bought. You're
Jimmy's
an idiot.
fallen for it.
You're an idiot.
We're proud of being fucking
urinal.
stupid. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
amazing.
Yeah. I sure am.
Oh
should we
boy,
get back
golly
to gaming
gee.
news?
Hey, we should all speak in a southern accent because Jill's here and she hates those.
Okay.
Wow.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to our
yeah, so basically the story is just Sony invested an additional $1 billion into Epic Games on top of their $450 million that they invested last year for the metaverse. And basically the metaverse is turning into like the Disney of the metaverse, where it's like a hub of like everything you could fucking possibly imagine, like all these different intellectual properties that you'll be able to buy your NFTs of and do your stupid bullshit.
Ugh.
There you go.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Or like
They did one. They did.
NFTs.
Konami did it with Castlevania, and I got really angry because
I'm
I was
aware.
like, I'm like, really, you guys, like, ooh, now you're gonna pretend Castlevania exists? Like,
Right. Who are they trying to sell that to? They killed their
Right,
audience. What
right.
is happening? But like I think I kind of mentioned it, but like that Castlevania thing would have been cool if like the official creator of Castlevania or publisher, whatever, if Konami supported this and they themselves released like, I don't know, like a tapestry or something, some kind of physical thing with the in-game maps that were like
Anything.
licensed and whatever, and they were selling those maybe even for the same amount of money. I could see it. I could get that. There's some value there. It kind of makes sense. But beyond that, like pictures of it, go to hell. It's fucking stupid. Anywho, this was really underwhelming to me, which is really sad because I like Kingdom Hearts. But Kingdom Hearts 4 and Kingdom Hearts Missing Link were announced at the series' 20th anniversary event. And I guess I didn't even realize that they showed a trailer, but they did.
he looks like
And
a Final Fantasy character now.
he does, yeah. It's like way more Final Fantasy looking than like cartoony.
Yeah, they got rid of the clown shoes. How are you
Yeah.
gonna get rid of the clown shoes? Those
It's
are
a
iconic.
it's a weird move. Like they already have Final Fantasy, so what are they turning it into? What is the purpose? Like we don't need Final Fantasy 2. It has Final Fantasy characters in it. Like why turn it into more of that? I don't understand. But I don't know. I used to be really into Kingdom Hearts. I liked it a lot. And then 3 came out and like I didn't even have enough interest to open it. I was excited. I mean, it took how many years to come out? Like fucking 30. And by the time it finally
Like
came
Jewel.
out, wow. But by the time it finally came out, I was just like, blah. I didn't really care all that
Got
much.
you. She got you.
And then what's really
She's
dumb
been
to
drinking,
me
that's why.
is the fact that like that game, Kingdom Hearts 3 took so long to come out. And how long has Kingdom Hearts 3 been out? A couple years? Like 2
2
years?
years.
And they're already announcing 4? Like how far out is this game? A decade?
Or,
Why
See,
even talk about it?
See,
Like learn
this
from
is-
your mistake and announce it when
No,
it's like
no,
75%
mm-mm.
developed, and then be like, hey,
See,
guess what? Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out.
No, so you say that, but in their games, I'm sorry, I always have to argue with you because I had this conversation the other day. In that game's defense, because they've taken so long, they might have actually created enough content to create like to already have most of the groundwork for that game done, because there was a lot of the content that they're kind of teasing for this new one has already been laid down in like the mobile game that got canceled. RIP for anybody who played that. And just like some of the world elements, they may have been working, because like how many like different versions of Kingdom Hearts 3 have they been teasing, and verses and all these other, so it's possible that maybe the game's already kind of been worked on in the fucking 10 years 13 years they've taken to make 3, and 3 was just sort of like what people were expecting, and now they're kind of making the game that they've been. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's not actually going to take that long. Like maybe it's been in development alongside of 3 this whole time.
So that's the problem right there. Like you just said it. Like that better be what is happening. Otherwise,
I
they're in
think
for a
so.
lot of fucking pissed off people, because they set that expectation that it's going to take a long ass time, and then they just announce it's coming out immediately. So everyone's going to assume that, right? Well, they better have learned from their mistake. They better be,
No.
far into developing this game. Maybe what you just said is the case. People are going to be expecting that now. So if it takes 10 fucking years again, it's going to be even worse than last time. So why would you even like set yourself up for the potential of that, and just like do like Capcom did, where with the remake, with Resident Evil 2 remake, they announced it and then it came out 6 months later. Like that's great. No one No one knew it was a thing. You know, there was rumors and whatnot, which was great. It gave it a little bit of a buzz, and then they announced it, and then it came out like right after. That's great. That's a great way to do it. It subverts expectations, you know? Like it's better to do it that way, especially when people are pissed off at you about taking so long to release a game they've been waiting for so long. Like it just doesn't make sense for them to do that. But anyways, yeah, they announced that. They revealed the trailer. It looks pretty cool graphically. Who knows when we're gonna see it? I have like no interest in it at this point. Like maybe when I get caught up at some point, I want to go back through 1 and 2 and all the miscellaneous fucking handheld versions that they have out there, and maybe at that point I'll go through 3 and be interested again. I probably have a decade to to do it, but we'll see what happens. Does anybody? Do you guys? Games. Yeah, I feel like nobody here likes Kingdom Hearts. Maybe
I don't know. Like when they started getting like big, I just thought it was too like.
Oh, you're kiddie. A hipster.
No, I thought it was too kiddie. Like same reason I kind of gave up on Nintendo. I was like, it's more for like younger audiences. Well, apparently not, because everyone I know fucking loves like those games. But I'm like, I'm not that big in Disney and like anime, and I feel like that's what that game does is combine those two.
100%. Yeah, that makes sense. It's clearly just not for you. Plus, you don't like those things.
And like sometime in the sorry, I have to sit up. Sometime in the podcast we talked about it and how they were coming out with like 0.1 this 0.2 this point. Like they can't make up their mind. Just fucking 1 2 3 4.
Yeah,
it's too much. Like I would never.
They had all these stupid names for it, and the story was so convoluted and confusing. And again, it's like
I don't like the side stuff. I don't like any of the side stories or all the extra stuff. Like especially because a lot of the extra stuff kind of like throws all the Disney shit out the window and is like, why don't you just call it Final Fantasy at this point? And believe it or not, there was actually like a game I think that they were going. I think some of those games, some of the concepts they had for it ended up, like for the side games, ended up actually just being Final Fantasy games instead.
Yeah, and it's a confusing message from Square Enix. Like, what is it? You know, it has become like really kiddie. Like it wasn't always that way, and then it turned into that. But as it was turning into a more kiddie like focused series, they're also starting to make the storyline like super confusing and complicated. Like, so who is it for? Like, kids don't want this messy, confused narrative that's spread across like 4 different platforms. Like, kids are just going to get frustrated with that and not, you know, it's not going to work. But adults are like going away from it because it's more focused like content wise for kids. Like, what are you doing? What market are you going for? It's very confusing. Andrew said, I mean, look at Alien Colonial Marines and that screw up. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
That was a mess.
Yikes.
That was a disaster.
I think I have that game. Or
I have it too.
I think we bought that one just to like play it, just to like see how bad it was. And
right.
And we didn't, so I think I gave it away or like brought it back to EB Games and was like, nope. They're like, I can't give you anything. I was like,
yeah, here's a quarter.
I don't want anything.
What a
you
deal.
could give me a bid.
Take Cold Fear too. It's a 2-for-1.
Here, this game I will give you 1 trash bag for it. It's an even exchange.
Yeah. I'll be like, do you have like a button? No, not like a pin, like an actual button. I'll take that.
Just give me. Do you have some dirt? Give me the dirt.
Give me
anything.
The dirt.
I don't
like,
care.
About what?
Just take
it. No, actual dirt.
Give me your shit. Just poop into my hand.
Just let me use the washroom for 2 seconds.
Sasha, are you mocking me or what is happening? And yes, I never opened it. But anyway, that's not relevant at all.
It's a collectible.
It's a collectible worth so much money these days.
It's weird.
Resident Evil Infinite Darkness manga delayed to 2023. I didn't even know that existed.
Well,
and
it's
I
delayed,
don't care at all.
Now you're gonna have to buy it.
Did you read the other manga?
What other manga?
The one that came out around, it was like Resident Evil 6.
The one that had like Piers and Chris, and I have like 3 of the 5, I think, but no, I haven't read them yet.
Gotcha. I was just curious.
Did you read them?
I read the first one. I like the art style. It was all right. I mean, it was okay. It's like nothing to I mean, I read a lot of manga, so it wasn't like anything super spectacular to me. It was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I don't understand why this needs a manga. I didn't like the show, or the show, the movie. It's a fucking movie. I don't give a shit what Capcom says. They took a movie and they cut it into like 4 parts. It's a goddamn movie. It's not a show. But anyways, like it was boring, and they ruined Leon and Claire, and it was trash, and it shouldn't have existed. So why are we doing a manga? Does anybody give a shit?
To be fair,
Like
they
when the
ruined Claire
Resident
ages ago.
when the
Yeah,
Resident
and
Evil
Leon.
fan is like bleh, like what are we doing?
Yeah.
Bleh, Lin.
I think a lot of the maybe it's because of more the Japanese fans are a little more casual about it.
Did it do decent in Japan?
I don't know. I think it does decent enough in Japan.
Because I think the market shifted more to the US. Like, I think
Probably,
that's where
but
most of it is now. And I know it didn't get received well here.
yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe that's why they're doing the manga for the
Yeah, a lot of
Japanese
times-
market.
A lot of times in Japan, like manga is like one of their best marketing things. Is like they make manga, people read it on the train or whatever, and gets them interested in like watching the movie or playing
Nobody
the game.
reads anymore. Everybody's got a computer in their fucking pocket.
Excuse me.
That's what
I mean,
scams
like a
are for.
book.
That's what
Like, they'll-
digital versions are for.
Really?
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's
Alec.
true.
It's still there. Don't have
What
to
it-
look.
What is happening? I'm scared.
I mean, like I have like Shonen Jump digital so that I can read like the new Shonen stuff. So
The new
Yeah,
Sean and
Andrew
stuff.
said it's just another CGI movie. And yeah, and like one of the worst ones in my opinion, which is
Yeah.
kind of saying something because like
yeah, because
They're
that
not
last
great.
one before that was.
they're better than Vendetta, you mean? Like the CG movies are better than the live action ones, but that's not saying a whole lot. But
I enjoyed Welcome
why-
to Umbrella.
Get out.
welcome to, yeah, what? Don't
What?
don't you talk
hate
to me.
Don't
Don't you
hate
talk.
me. I
What
love
did
Okay,
you
she's
you.
Claire. She's
what-
allowed to like weird
What
things.
did you like about it? I have to
Lee-
know.
Leon.
Oh.
What did you even
Can
like
you
about
leave?
Leon?
That was not Leon. How was that Leon?
It was totally Leon.
It was
That
a
Leon's
cosplayer.
transvestite sister.
It was a
Don't-
cosplayer,
I
not
know,
even
but it-
trying to be Leon.
Yes, it was. You guys are hurting my feelings. I really
Good.
like that Leon.
You
I
don't
love
deserve feelings
Leon.
anymore.
Which is why I'm angry about it, because that is so anti-Leon.
I really liked him. It was like dopey, like sweet,
Leon's not
good-hearted.
like that.
RCS Leon is.
Dude, are you serious? Leon wasn't.
The point of him being that way in the beginning was like his arc. You know, he was a dipshit
Yes.
for a
Yes.
minute, and
Yes,
then
and that's what this one is.
he was a dipshit in the last
Yes,
scene he
she
was in.
is. She likes Leon in Welcome to.
I think it's
Raccoon
just
City.
it's hard for
No!
Shayla not to like Leon because she just really loves Leon, and I totally get the endless scream.
But shouldn't it be the other way around? That like the more you like the character, shouldn't you be like offended the less accurately they portray him?
I thought
They're
you know.
not still
Yeah,
wondering.
Okay. I was like within like the first 5 seconds. I didn't know who was playing what. Like, I literally before they even mentioned that it was Leon, I was like, I bet that's Leon. Like, that's got to be Leon. That's totally Leon. And then they were like Kennedy, and I was like, I know it's so
Sasha's
cute.
freaking killing me.
I can't wait
Hold
for
my
Sasha's
beer.
comment. I'm gonna read the hell out of it.
I really like him. I really like him.
He is the anti-Leon. I swear
no,
to God.
please
I
don't
hate
say
all
that.
Leons.
I really
Wow.
like that Leon.
You mean
I
next?
have feelings.
No, you
Nah,
don't.
You're right. I don't.
not anymore.
But-
Capcom took them away.
They did. They crushed them.
Name
Yeah.
one good thing about Leon in that movie.
He's
hair.
he's so cute and
His
he's-
Carlos hair.
Can we stop talking shit about him? I really like him.
We're done.
Yeah, let's
But
stop.
you're
Shitting on
done.
your
I'm
dog.
not.
Are y'all
No.
trying to make me cry?
I will never forgive that movie.
You know what? Here's what we'll do. After the podcast, we'll make Shayla cry. About
That sounds like a
everything.
lot of fun.
We'll have like a
I
Shayla
really
crycast.
like
Crycast.
Welcome to the first
him.
crycast episode. We'll just
He
shit
was
on
okay.
Leon for 2 hours.
Okay, listen. The first Leon was very like Dudley Do Right, like good guy, like kind of dingy, kind
Nerd.
of
At
like.
first,
And so was this one.
all the way through.
No,
Go watch that movie.
he had a
fucking
rocket launcher.
yeah, and he's like, oh,
He
what's
defeated
this?
the
Oh.
boss. He didn't, what's this? He was like, watch out, bam. Then he's like, oh, found it in front. Like, what
Uh-huh.
are you
He
talking
made
about?
a joke about it. Like the whole point is like he turns in,
Us.
but he's still a dipshit. Is the thing.
He's
like
not a dipshit. He's not. Don't.
So when they make Welcome to Raccoon City 2 or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, and Leon comes back, and they're doing Forrest storyline, what's that look like?
Ashley is gonna look intelligent.
He's gonna be more badass in that one.
Why he didn't evolve in the first
Yes,
movie?
he did. He went through.
Anyway. I respect your opinion, and I'm
Sure.
glad that you found enjoyment out of it. I genuinely am.
I really
But
did.
you are the problem. I say that only because like I feel like there's a lot of people that have your perspective, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with it, but if enough people feel that way, that becomes like that the character changes. Like we talked about popular opinion and all this bullshit.
I didn't think he changed though. Like he just.
That's why it's a problem.
The only thing to me that made him seem different from the Leon we know and love is how he looks. But ultimately, he was still a
That is not
handsome
true.
dude, which is still a handsome dude, which is what Leon's supposed to be. Kind of cute, kind of derpy, like, but ultimately a good guy and comes through in the end and kills the lost boss with a rocket launcher. That was given to him. It's not like he brought it. He's like like Leon is like literally dumb luck, the character, and that's what that character was. And like, why are you guys hating? I like that Leon. He's so cute.
Right, so for anyone that's wondering why Shayla isn't on the Wardcast too often, it's probably because of this. So,
Sasha said
Leon.
a handsome dude who looks nothing like Leon. Very true. I'm sorry. You can't tell me. You can't tell me.
Wait.
You take a picture of Carlos and a picture of Leon, and you tell me who this actor resembles more. You cannot tell me he looks more like Leon.
Stop. First of all, anytime they try to create a Leon in real life, he usually looks like a gross grease ball. This dude, like, the point is that he's supposed to look young and cute. He looks young and cute. That's what mattered to me. And he looks super fucking hot. I'm sorry. I like him.
So let me ask you this. So as long as the character is young and cute, it's fine. So if they cast a female who was 14, who's young and cute.
Gross. Don't. I mean, like, oh, you know what? If they had gender bent Leon, if they made it, I don't know if it worked. I guess I probably would have still accepted it. I don't know because there isn't one. But
Sasha,
if they made the character, but then I don't know. Maybe I would accept it. I don't fucking know. Show me one. I've drawn gender bend Leon before, and I fucking thought she was hot. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, maybe I would like it. I'm not that attached to like the characters having to look a certain way because Leon doesn't fucking look the same way from one game to another. Leon doesn't even look the same from the original Resident Evil 2 to the remake of Resident Evil 2. It doesn't even look like the same fucking character to me. Other than it's like always white. And just because he's not white anymore, everybody's like freaking out like, oh, it's not Leon.
Shayla.
Whoa.
Here's something you'll get. Come break me down. It's my best QQ song.
That's pretty much what I am. I'm QQing because I really like this Leon and everybody hates him.
Nintendo Switch
Like-
Sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. I like Leon in all forms.
So yeah, they're doing another Wii Sports basically for Nintendo Switch called Nintendo Switch Sports, and it comes with a water bottle. Amazing. Don't you get exhausted when you're playing your video games? Don't you need a Nintendo Switch Sports branded water bottle to quench your thirst when you're
Only if it's
when you're burning all
$80.
those calories, waggling or whatever,
Waggling.
waggling
Wraggling.
your
No, that's what
your
I do.
dongle? Yeah. I didn't know this existed, and I don't think it really should. How does this? So okay, I have a Nintendo Switch. You know I haven't played it, but
What was
so
the point?
I don't really understand how the controllers work. Like, do they function
I
like
suppose you
Wii
have to play it to
remotes?
find out.
Shayla, you would know. You're the only one in here I think that has played a Switch. Are you even listening to the podcast at this
I
point?
play with my light switch all the time.
Wow.
I'm defending.
Anyways,
I'm defending Leon. Okay, so what about a Switch?
Thanks for coming, everyone, to the podcast. It's been a
This
fucking
has been
disaster.
episode 158.
Jesus Christ. Let's
The
get away
Leon
from
hate.
that. We'll move on. We've been in the news for too long.
Okay, thank God.
Let's see. Horizon Forbidden West's creative director has said that they are already setting up things for the next game. So they're going to be doing a new one. You can be happy, Jazz. What is that face?
What?
What is that face?
Horizon Zero Dawn with the third game.
Yeah, wow. I think
I
I'm on
don't-
this podcast all by myself.
No,
But anyways-
you said Horizon Zero Dawn. They're talking about the Forbidden West.
Mhm.
Sorry, I have Doritos all over my hands.
You know.
But anyway,
Chill it.
I haven't played the
Yeah.
second one, and I don't want to go into any spoilers, but apparently there's already story beats in the second game that are kind of building into the third game, and they are already working on developing the third game as well.
Non-spoilers, no.
And what else? China bans live streams of unapproved video games, so more censorship
Yay.
credits. Credits. And yeah, I didn't really read through this, but it's bullshit. more of this bullshit going on all over the news. And oh yeah, did you read your article that you sent me, Alec, about
Oh,
the future Xbox games might have ads thingy?
Just
because I didn't
basically-
get a chance to go through it.
Yeah, just the basically they're contemplating, and it's rumored that they're going to allow certain brands to advertise their products in the free-to-play games. So, brands like McDonald's and all that crap, healthy shit.
Healthy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a while back we talked about it on the podcast, but Capcom I think they were the first ones to kind of dip their toes into something like this, where they had Street Fighter V, where they were doing in-game advertisements where you'd see like in the background on like some of the TVs or the banners in the background or whatever, it would be like Snickers or some shit, or like as a match is loading up, there'd be an advertisement in between, like while it's doing the loading screen, things like that. And then I think if you enabled the ads, they would give you like a bonus, like you would get more in-game money or whatever, or something like that, or you get a bonus for like whatever you earn during the
just
fight
up
is
in math.
multiplied or
Yeah.
something like that.
You said that wrong.
But yeah, it's shit and it shouldn't exist. And when Capcom tried to do it, luckily it was not received very well, and they ended up pulling back on it. But it looks like Microsoft, I guess, is kind of trying to bring something similar back, and I really hope that it doesn't fly this time, because it was a terrible idea to begin with, and it's a terrible idea now. I don't think that they should do it. It's not a big deal, I guess, if it's something very minimal in the background that isn't in your face, whatever. You know, like they have shit like that with like the sporting games or whatever. Like FIFA has like billboards or whatever in the background that have ads. Fine, whatever. If you want to implement like the ability to rotate those ads, who gives a shit? Like it doesn't
I
really
mean-
affect anything. But if you're going to force me to watch a video like while it's loading about some, you know, whatever merchandise or company, and this is a game that I paid full price for. Like if it's a free to play game, do whatever you want. It's your shit. But if you're charging me full price to play this game, you shouldn't force me to watch your ads.
I mean, to be fair, WWE games actually did have like KFC and Snickers all over
Mhm.
like the pay per view, like
Just to remind you to eat
matches,
when
so-
you're playing for like 8 hours.
Yeah, and it just got me wondering, wonder how the KFC console is doing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, it just, to me, it needs to be very, very tame. You know, like it's not something that draws your attention. Like I don't want to see KFC on the fucking wrestling ring and above the entrances, and all the fans have KFC signs or whatever. You know, that's too much. Like that is just, it's interfering with the experience. But if it's something minimal, like I was talking about with like FIFA or whatever, fine. But there needs to be a balance, and that needs to be kept in check. Otherwise, that's going to get out of control really fast, I think.
Yeah,
And it can also get gross, like I was talking about with the Capcom thing, where they were trying to encourage you to have the ads on by like giving you an in-game benefit. That's going to be manipulated more and more, you know, where they could turn that into like a loot box thing, you know, oh, the more ads you watch, the more powerful you're going to be in the fucking game, or some dumb shit like that. And that's why we need to stay away from that kind of stuff. It's not worth it, at least for the consumer. It's worth it for the companies, but that's it.
yeah.
But the companies are making money, not spending it.
I don't know if it's decided,
Corporations.
but I suddenly want to play Resident Evil 5.
The first one.
The first Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the news. We finally made it through it.
And you said it was going to be an hour and a half episode. No.
Well, to be honest, like someone was on about Leon and NFTs and video, you know, other things
we got
other than
Leon
video
and
games,
Claire
like
in an
20
argument.
minutes.
That's all we do.
Okay, it's game time.
Thanks,
Time for
Carlos.
a gam.
Time for a bunch of gams. Alex?
Jazz, go first.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to do the new one? And then if there's time after, we can do the other one? Yeah.
Fuck it, we do all of them.
Yeah, we should be able to do it. Let's go for it.
Okay. It's game time. I have to share my screen. You guys gonna have a nice surprise. You in for a good little surprise.
You get yourself a nice bonus.
A nice bonus. Oh shit. I just realized I don't have the answers.
Smooth.
Wow.
You like that? You like that?
Sean.
Flying under the radar. No one even noticed. Oh, am I supposed to be doing something? What am I?
Sorry. I'm choking on your lack of preparedness.
That's
What?
not
You
it.
enjoyed
That's
this
not
has
it.
been episode
That's not it.
158.
That's the end of the podcast.
Bye, guys.
everybody.
See you next week.
That's the one I want.
All right. You ready for this?
Get your credits.
You ready for this?
I know
I
who
am
did.
ready.
Fuckers.
The game today is, I don't have like a fancy title, but the game today is called Jeopardy. I forgot what it sounds like. We've played this game one time on the podcast. I think Diz was on it with us. It's basically Jeopardy. Last time it worked out, but like it was done with a board that I had ready, and it had all the little post-its on it, and it was kind of disorganized and hard to manage. So I played around today, and I figured out how to make a thing. Before we before I bring it up, because it's got like the topics and stuff, there's 5 categories. I'll explain to you what each category is because they're not really told as what they're called. You guys each have to give me one swear word. Alec, first swear word that comes to your mind. Fuck. Shayla, first swear word that comes to your mind.
Swear word?
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. Sean.
Bitch.
Okay, you guys are gonna remember that? Fuck, shit, bitch.
Yep.
Alec, you said fuck, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's your buzzer. That's your Jeopardy buzzer. So
God.
after when the question comes up, let
Damn
me
it,
finish reading it.
I needed the fuck. If
Too
you
bad.
know
Fuck,
what I
shit,
mean.
bitch. When you when you're the question will come up, I will read it, let me finish reading it, and then you're given I think 30 seconds to answer the question, and if you get it right, obviously you get to pick the next category. Just like Jeopardy, everybody knows Jeopardy.
I mean,
There's no music, there's no double down, whatever, there's no final row, whatever.
We could do music. Doop, 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 doop,
Yeah,
doop,
but
doop.
it'll be too distracting because you're going to be trying to think of the answer. Okay, so what's your swear words?
Fuck.
Shit.
Bitch.
Okay, so after I finish reading the question, again, you know the answer, you yell out your swear word. The first one I hear is the one that is going to win. That's going to go first. Okay? I need all 3 of you to do rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Look away. Look away. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Rock, paper, scissors. You all have scissors. Again.
Are you gonna do it?
Just
Wait.
do it.
Oh.
Just do it. Rock, paper, scissors. All right, Sean wins. He has scissors. You guys have papers. Sean gets to pick first. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Are you ready for this?
I even gave you guys little icons. You guys are all sharks.
Aww.
Alec is a gay shark.
Aw.
Shayla's a shark who needs a floaty because even as a shark, she'll need a floaty because she won't know how to swim.
Oh, that's so
And Sean
sad.
has the cool shades because I don't know. The other ones were
Wesker.
super lame. All right, so here are the categories. We have in
Because
this
the
game.
other ones were super lame. What a great reason.
We have in this game where I give you a very bad description of a game and you have to guess what game it is. We have this damn redhead, which is like there's going to be a description of a redheaded character. You got to tell me who the character is. Typical Alec responses too.
God
There's a
damn
couple
it.
of there's a couple of things that we might say. What would Alec say in that situation? Alec is allowed to answer these. Might not know the answers though, but you know, you guys just gotta be quick. This game
Don't
happens
overthink it, really.
you're gonna be given a year and a location like Canada or something. And you have to tell me what game I'm talking about.
Okay.
And don't overthink it. It's a riddle, but it's literally
Okay.
like don't think too much about it.
Shit.
Okay.
But don't.
I love these. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's lost this already.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
I forfeit that column.
All right.
Sean
all right.
got to go for. Remember, you'll have a 30-second countdown. I love that I have this little thingy now. It's so exciting. Go ahead, Sean.
We'll do this damn redhead for
For how-
$100.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This damn redhead runs with a pack of wolves. 30 seconds.
Pack of wolves.
Looking for.
Oh, bitch.
Yes.
Oh God, I don't know. I know who the character is, but I don't know the name. Does that count?
Yeah.
It's the Operation Raccoon City team leader. I don't know her name.
Oh, Lupin.
I'll accept it. It's Lupo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or bitch.
It's the
Good job,
bitch from Operation Raccoon City.
Operation.
Operation.
Go ahead, Sean.
Let's keep going. This damn redhead for $200.
This damn redhead has a color scheme that reminds us of Christmas.
Bitch.
Redhead.
Yes.
Claire Redfield?
Nope.
Damn it.
It goes. You can't hear it, but yeah.
Christmas.
Shayla, Alec,
Redhead King.
fuck shit.
Fuck Shelby Redfield.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
You have red hair. 7 seconds.
7.
Eh, eh,
Christmas.
Christmas, red and green. Red and
And-
green.
That is,
Poison ivy?
well, you ran out of time, so I could either deduct $200.
And you
Oh.
didn't chime in, did you?
Yeah, you didn't chime in. The answer is Blanca from Street Fighter.
Oh, I thought it had to be
Oh,
girls.
shit.
Oh,
No,
duh.
just video game characters.
Oh.
I'm
It's
already
not
having
red
fun.
and green.
All right, Sean, you had the last one, so
Let's keep going. This damn redhead. 300 smackaroos.
this damn redhead turned out perfect considering their family's dark history.
What?
This damn redhead turned out perfect considering their family's dark history.
Fuck Aloy.
That is incorrect. Fuck Aloy. She did, but that's
What
wrong.
is that?
I don't have a clue.
7 seconds.
7. I got nothing.
Fuck
Yeah, I
Lucille
don't
from
know.
DMC2.
The answer is Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark.
Oh my god.
Oh. I would have never, yeah.
All right,
This
Sean,
damn
you're back.
redhead for 400.
Okay, fine. You're gonna clear it up. This damn redhead would be very handy to have around.
That is vague as shit.
I know, and I have to look at my notes because I don't remember who it is.
We lose points when we're wrong, right? Yeah.
Yep. You lose the amount of money that the section is worth. This is embarrassing.
Fuck Jazz.
That's incorrect.
I've seen
Fuck
you be a
you.
video game character before.
All right. And the answer is Mistral from Metal Gear Revengeance. Yep.
Oh, what? That's so random.
I don't remember why I put it there, but I think it's because they have a lot of hands or something. I don't know.
Well, okay, but you know what though? Like that, she runs with a pack of wolves too. Technically, I mean, not really, but kind of. I
kinda.
mean, yeah.
500. This damn redhead.
This damn redhead sucks. This damn redhead sucks.
Fuck Resident Evil Revelations, that redhead guy.
That's incorrect.
Redhead guy.
Alex gonna owe me a lot of money after this.
You think?
I'm gonna win just because I'm not like answering stupidly.
You're gonna go home with nothing. You got 5 seconds. It's rain.
I don't know. Oh god.
Ah, nice.
Shit.
Okay, Sean, you're done. Alec, you get to pick the next category.
Typical Alec responses to
All right,
100.
you guys all ready?
No.
Typical Alec response to who is that?
Fuck, it's your mom, Steve. Get the axe.
Wow.
Hey, you play games with him and he says it all the time.
Wow.
God damn it, Alec. All right, Alec.
Typical Alec responses to 200.
He's just gonna take this whole category. The word dick.
Fuck.
Bitch.
Oh, Alec had it first.
You
Oh, of
suck.
course I got it. I do.
Oh
See, now
boy.
the chat's gonna learn so much more about
Oh,
Alec.
boy.
All right, Alec.
All right, let's switch it to this game happens in 100.
Sasha got it too.
This game happens in 100.
Yep.
This game happens in 2033 and was set in Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
Which is in the Boston.
2033.
2033 and was set in Boston, Massachusetts.
Fuck
USA.
Halo.
That is incorrect.
I know. I just like doing silly answers.
Fuck Halo. 5 seconds.
Wait.
One?
No, Metro.
No.
Isn't that game 2033?
It is.
Okay, at least I know I got the year right. I was like, I know that year.
Yeah.
It's Last of Us.
Oh,
Oh,
I should have
shit.
known. I should have known.
Well, don't they leave?
I
though?
should have known because it was Jazz that it was Last of Us.
So Yeah, they do leak, but it is set in 2033 and happens in.
I didn't know it. I didn't know the year though.
I don't even think Metro happens in Massachusetts. I was just going off the year.
I'll take 100 for riddles.
Riddles.
damn
Love
it.
this one. All right. What does Canada have 3 of that America only has 2?
Oh, I know this one.
Remember
I
your
know
swear.
this one. Oh, please, shit.
Yes.
A.
A. Canada has 3 A's. America only has 2. Good job.
Yeah.
Shida.
I didn't realize anyone could answer these. I'm so stupid.
That's why you
if
have
you
the
weren't
buzzer
paying
word.
attention to
I
your
know,
phone
I
and
know.
listened.
Okay, she still has $0. Shayla, what's next?
I want to go to the next one for 200.
This one?
Yeah, I love these.
Okay. How many cows fit in a pull-out couch? Again, don't overthink it.
Bitch.
Yes.
1,
Do you have a reason?
because you only say cow once.
Yep.
Oh,
Sean!
nice. Good
Wow.
job.
I'm proud of you, Sean. You got a
Good
riddle.
job.
You have to
Sean
choose
gets a pick
back-
right
Talking
now.
about the spelling of the word America as opposed to Canada. But
Do I
yes,
get
you
to
probably have
pick, or-
AAA. Nope. Sean does.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's do in this game for 400. Let's be random.
Oh. In this game, a man's job falls apart and he must fix it to save his marriage.
What?
Remember, they're shitty descriptions of games.
Fuck Hitman.
That's incorrect.
I
5
don't
seconds.
know.
I know, I can't. Man's job falls apart. And...
The answer is Alan Wake. His
Oh.
life falls
what?
apart into manuscript pages, and you have to put them together to save his wife.
Oh.
See, I don't even remember that being a thing. That
I
you were
know, I
saving
know
his
Literally
the
the whole
wife.
game.
thing. His wife disappears, and he has to put his book back together.
I thought he went
not the
to
whole
the
thing.
town to like escape because of his writer's block and
Yeah,
shit.
and
What
then
the
his
fuck?
wife goes missing.
I don't remember that at all. God, I need to play that game again. In this game, 300.
In this game, a man quickly packs up to leave in order to escape ghosts.
Village. No.
Oh, you didn't say your swear. You're lucky.
Yeah, it was a joke.
It was a joke
It
answer.
was a joke.
Man quickly packs up to leave in order to escape ghosts.
Bitch. Pac-Man.
Yes?
Yeah, Pac-Man.
That's correct. Jill got it too.
I like
He
that.
packs up. Waka waka. Yeah.
Waka,
Good.
waka,
I like that. That's cute.
In this game, 500.
500. An entire community works together when a young girl has gone missing.
Hmm.
In this game.
Fuck the forest.
Fuck the forest. That's wrong, but fuck the forest. 7 seconds.
Oh,
I like that there's a little timer.
Fuck Resident Evil Village.
You're already out. It's actually Resident Evil 4.
Damn it! Why didn't I say anything? See, I was thinking that, but like
that
how do
didn't
they
even
work
enter my
together?
mind as an
They're
option.
really
See, that
bad
was all I
descriptions.
thought of, but I just like, oh, I guess because they're working together. See, I was thinking like, why would they want to find Ashley? They already have her, but like, duh, they're
We'll
like working together
do-
to keep her.
We'll do this game happens in for 3.
300. This game happens in 2021 and was set in an Eastern European region.
2021.
Yeah.
Bitch. Resident Evil Village.
I had to include this
That's
series.
not fair. I haven't finished that one.
It's fine. I just Googled.
I mean, Village, not Resident Evil. Not Resident Evil
I only wrote
Village.
Village just for you.
Let's do this
Does it
game
say
happens
Resident
in
Evil
for
on it?
400. It does, but we don't acknowledge it.
Hmm.
Well,
This
it's
game-
Village Resident Evil, but whatever.
This game happens in 1348 and was set in France.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Plague Tale.
Bitch. It's Plague Tale. It sucks that you can't hear the bing
Bing-a-ding-a-ding.
and the
This game happens in $500.
This game happens in 2015 and takes place in the Amazon.
Fuck eBay.
Not right.
What?
Fuck you, babe. At least you guys are having fun with this.
2015.
10 seconds.
Is it? Wait, no. I kind of.
You got to shit before you answer.
I know because I
It's
don't
over.
know the answer.
Time's up, and the answer is
No.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I thought it was a Tomb Raider game. Damn
I
it.
just couldn't think of what Tomb Raider.
Same.
I want Alec to go on an actual Jeopardy game. That would be so funny to watch.
This
Alright,
game
Sean.
happens in 200.
Okay, this game happens in 2183 and was set within the Milky Way galaxy. I don't know why I put an S here. Sand. 2183 and was set in the galaxy. Wait, nope, the Milky Way galaxy. That's backwards. 14.
It's not fair because there's so many games that like you guys play that I don't play.
Jill says Destiny.
I'll say that too. Shit,
I had no idea.
I'll say Destiny.
You saying Destiny? You're wrong.
Yeah, I said, damn it.
You're wrong.
Jill! You fucked me! I was
Mass Effect.
kidding.
It's Mass Effect.
Oh
We
man,
just talked about it too.
I've
Yeah.
never even played those games, and I was like, maybe because I was trying to think of games that Jazz plays. So I was like, I bet it's Mass Effect.
I'm passing the
Jill, you fucked me.
I'm passing the thing to Shayla now because yeah.
I'll go for the don't overthink it for 300.
I already like penned over here because I knew.
Yeah, because you know that's where I was
All
going.
right. What's usually a good stopping point for a live stream?
Now.
Fuck when you stop needing the piss.
What?
Fuck when you stop needing the piss.
What's usually a good stopping point for a live stream?
Yeah, when you stop needing the piss.
I'm gonna collect this money, Alec.
Yeah, I'm usually
Okay.
good at these, but of course Jazz would even fuck me on these. I mean, I guess I don't have to answer if I don't know.
Nope. And the time's up anyways. The answer is when it reaches a large body of water.
God damn it. I knew it was going to be some dumb shit like that.
Yeah. All right. Shayla.
Okay, I want to go with don't overthink it for 400.
Okay. What's the space between the Earth and the Moon?
Space.
You failed.
Oh shit,
Bitch.
space.
Bitch.
Shit,
That's
space,
true. You already
shit,
got it
space.
wrong.
I said shit.
Sean buzzed in first.
Space.
What? I totally said
Okay.
shit.
Well, that's wrong.
Shit.
Oh, good.
You
good,
fucked me.
Good. Yes. Yes, you fucker. That's what you get.
Alex, Shayla. Fuck shit.
How is
I'm
it
not
not that?
Because we're looking for the answer outer.
Oh my God.
It's what is the space? It's not space. It's outer space.
Oh,
I even wrote outer. It's outer space. All right, Shayla.
I'll go for 500.
All right. After being shot, are you more likely to die during the day or during the night?
Fuck the night.
It's not right. Was that your answer?
Yeah.
No.
Well, then it's easy. Just say fuck the day.
I
Well,
don't
shit
think
today.
I don't think it's that simple.
Yeah. I'm sure there's like a I'm like, there's something else to this.
Yeah,
There-
time's
There's...
up.
Oh.
The answer is, it depends when you were shot.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Don't overthink it.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Shayla, I'm letting you pick one more. See, Carmen got it.
Good
I
job,
guess
Carmen.
the game for 200.
Okay. In this game, the player must move quickly in order to fulfill the character's needs.
Shit.
Yep.
Tetris?
No.
Oh, bitch, Sonic.
No.
Oh no.
Fuck Pepsi Man.
Oh, the
Need
answer
for
is Need for Speed.
God damn it.
Oh
You have
my
to move
god.
quickly. This is fun. Shayla,
Sonic was a good guess. Oh, 100 in the game, because I'm not going to be able to know the Alex things. I don't hang out with Alex.
Wow.
I don't know!
In
I don't
this
know
game-
what Alex says.
In this game, a boy leaves home in order to become the ultimate fighter.
Shit. Pokemon?
Pokemon is correct.
Yeah!
Shit,
Is that
Pokemon.
accurate? The ultimate fighter? He's
The
not
ultimate
fighting.
fighter. Yeah,
Pokemon's
Pokemon
fine.
He
fighter.
wants to be the very best, like no one
But he's
ever
not
was.
fighting people himself.
Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun.
Pokemon-
Right,
names
let's
are-
see how you
Oh, geez,
guys know
Shayla.
me for the last lot.
I guess I have to do the Alec one because I don't know what the fuck he says.
Okay, which one?
3. Oh, let's go 500. It's big ballin'.
Big ballin'. We're gonna die. It's not necessarily like what he says all the time. It's his typical response too.
Shit.
Yeah.
When you start the game.
That your answer is when you start the game.
Yeah.
No.
Bitch.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Good.
No.
Damn it.
It's. Oh well, Alec.
Fuck. We're all gonna die.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
No. Wow, I know you more
Good.
than you
Even
know
Alec got it wrong.
Like more than half of the time in PUBG, when I say we're gonna die, your answer is usually probably.
Oh.
Probably.
I feel like he says good too, just as often.
When I say I'm scared, he says you're fine or don't be scared.
Be terrified.
I hope
Shit,
I didn't
Alex.
put that in one of these. Anyways, yeah, just somebody pick one.
Yeah, go for 3. I go for 400.
Okay, be careful.
Bitch. Never.
It's wrong.
What? You're wrong.
Alec.
How about that?
That's not the Alec way.
Mm.
I like that you said Alec to Buzzin instead of fuck. That's the only way I'm accepting this. He's also really far in debt. All right, and the last one, obviously. Why would you do that?
Fuck for fun.
No,
No?
statistics, man.
Fuck for giggles.
You're out. Shut up. Okay. Sean, Shayla, no? Oh, Shayla's like, I don't know.
Thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
I don't know.
2, 1.
Why?
So the answer is usually because I'm evil or because I'm
Oh.
British, or I would have accepted a He says that to everything. Yep. And that's the game. And the winner is.
Yay.
Is it going to tell me? It's Team Sean.
Yay!
I didn't know you were a whole team.
Go
but okay.
team!
Yeah.
Representing all the Seans of the universe.
Yep.
Where's the wager? Were we supposed to bet?
No, I'm going to collect. I expect a PayPal transfer within the week. Yeah. And that's.
Wait. Okay, that was cool.
That's this
I
really
like
cool
it.
website that I'm going to definitely.
Yeah,
bookmark
that's
because I really
awesome.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
You're
Yeah, that's
breaking
awesome.
the 3rd, 4th, 5th,
I
and
mean,
8th
look at
wall.
Aloy. She's on
Ah.
holidays.
Holidays.
Yeah.
Wow.
Leave it there because
Good
I'll
job.
probably need it later.
Good job, everybody.
All right,
Alright. What, you gonna
No.
fuck off?
soon.
Well, go
Just
then.
doing some games, Sheila.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're doing some
almost
done.
games.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah, the other games aren't as long. This one was a bit longer.
Okay.
All right, let's do face to face.
All right.
What?
Can I
Okay.
It's face to face.
real sec? I'll be right back.
Oh,
Professional.
so then I told them I want my money, and they were like, "What money? Who? You just came in here and said I want my money."
and I want it now.
It's shut the fuck up. I've had these papers with my Wardy and things with my Jeopardy. A feature I was gonna add was the the Jep Awards.
We're doing
gonna-
the face one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
These might be out of order.
It's
Wait.
review, so yeah, probably.
Wait.
She did say that she was gonna do something after like 2 hours, but still, you want to be on the podcast? You want to be on the podcast, Sheila?
You're gonna be on the podcast. Okay, there we go.
Going.
I sorted
down
it
the hill.
out.
You did?
I know. It's a
Hey,
miracle.
Jill. Thanks
I'll
for
find
coming
out
to
in
the
a minute.
podcast.
The podcast.
The Wardcast. I hope you brought a backpack full of snacks.
No, you have enough.
Ow. Why do I keep getting one? Doing that every time.
So
The
much
hat hits
rage
my head.
inside of you.
It's mostly Doritos.
Rage and Doritos.
Podcast.
Rage Doritos.
Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah, I'm really glad I found that website.
Yeah, that's really cool. How the
Much
hell
easier
did
to
you come about that?
I googled Jeopardy, and it was like template, do your own, and I was like, okay,
Nice.
yeah, and it's like super easy to use.
Do
If
one
I-
of
if
the
I-
things that Sean says.
If I were to pay for like a membership, I'd be able to like turn on the buzzers, and I think you guys would have access to buzzers. Like I would send it to you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'll pay for that. Just
we
let
were
me know.
Sasha. We were being professional.
Yeah.
Just
cat
let me
feedback.
know what I need to do to get them, but I'll get them.
All right, let's play face to face. It is a new game. So in this game, I have put up a video game's character's face models picture and a decoy one. All you have to do is tell me which one is a real face model. For you guys in chat, if you want to play it, just press either 1 or 2 with or whoever you think is the
What is
right.
with you and the 1 or 2?
The 1 or 2.
I'm with the
Yeah.
crowd. Right, let's get the picture up.
Wait, I don't
It's very hard to read that.
read what face to face.
All right, so
Oh, which is Jill's face model?
yep.
2.
1.
It does kind of look maybe like 1, but I don't know. The nose looks 2 looks
Which
more like
Jill?
the nose. Right?
That's a good point.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna tell you which show.
What?
You have to use your history. Sasha saying 1.
I'm saying 2.
Andrew says 1.
It's like I want to say it's 1, but like 2 looks more like her, to be honest. I feel like I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm going with 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, fuck you, 1. And it
Wow.
is number 1.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Did. And that was Julia Roth, who had Resident Evil remake from then on for quite a lot.
See, with the name, I would have known.
Yeah, so
Right.
that's why I didn't put it on.
That's why the face,
Fucker.
yeah.
All right, next one, please. All right,
And who's
who
that supposed to
is
be?
this Leon from? Yeah, Leon.
Spoiler almost.
It's number 2.
I know number 2 looks more like
Yeah.
it, but I actually think it's number 1.
I'm going 2.
I actually think it's 1.
Because
I don't know.
if it's the older game, Leon, number 1 looks like he would have been a baby at that time.
It's the remake, though, isn't it?
He doesn't tell us.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with 1. I don't know. I can't tell. 2 looks more like him, but I
Why is 2 all like skewed?
right?
Because it's Leon.
I'm
Oh.
gonna go with number 1, I guess.
And chat is saying 2, 2, 2. Cross Mass said, yeah, all saying 2. So the answer is 2.
Nice.
Yay.
He has
Why
Leon
is it
hair.
so, why
too.
is it so squished? I see.
Because
That's
I
why I
tried
thought
to
it was
fit it
like
in.
that's why I thought it was like a trick because like,
Leon's just trying to fit in.
So that's
But
Ed.
but neither of them are Hispanic. Neither of those are Leon.
So it's
That's for you, Shayla.
Ed
We can't do
J.
that
Adler
again.
Just for you.
From RE2 remake Leon. Next one.
Hold on.
Jerry.
Is anyone even going to know that reference at this point?
Shut up.
Who
What's,
is quiet?
Not me.
2.
Who's quiet?
2.
2.
Definitely 2.
Quiet's in a 2.
Who's quiet?
Metal Gear Solid.
Shh, God.
It's number 1.
2.
I don't know who quiet is, but it's number 1. I don't want to be like the normies.
Chat is pretty much saying 2.
You can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is 2. It is Stephanie Joosten.
Isn't 1 Liv Tyler?
Yep.
Taylor?
Is
Tyler?
it?
It
I didn't
is.
even recognize her.
Yeah.
Think I would have known that if I'd recognized her.
All right. Next one.
Juan.
Juan? Wait.
Wow. Bop.
There. Boop. Bop.
Okay, well, it's not Helen Hunt.
Who is Miranda?
2.
Who's Miranda?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know who Miranda is.
It's from a game that we talked
but
about
it's
earlier.
Definitely 2. It's definitely 2 because the first one is yeah. Helen Hunt.
The second one looks like Jennifer Lopez.
I know it does kind of actually, but yeah.
Yeah,
2.
let's just go to number 2 because I'm pretty
2.
sure Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. Maybe she needed some money.
Yeah,
Like
but
Bruce
I'm pretty
Willis.
sure. Like, I like Helen Hunt, and I feel like I would know if she was.
A model for a game.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm assuming it's. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
It's Mass Effect.
Yeah, I figured. I was trying to remember the last name, but I was thinking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number
And
2.
that's a
Number
Yvonne
Helen Hunt.
Strakovitsky.
Excuse me, who?
Yvonne Strakovitsky. I've been drinking. Shut up. Right, the last one. Last one.
Oh my god.
Who's the character though? What this is?
Who is
Is the guy on the left your neighbor?
I mean, like, what are
who
they
is
supposed?
Atreus?
Who?
Who? Oh. From
What?
God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
2. He's a ginger kid.
yeah, 2.
Yeah, I'm going 2 as well.
Plus, I feel
Yeah.
like a professional voice actor wouldn't have a picture of him super crooked in front of a van full of skateboards. But at the same time, where would Alec have gotten that picture?
Right.
It's his neighbor.
buddy.
It's Alex when he was little.
Right. Yeah, 2. I'm gonna go with 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's actually number 1.
What?
Sonny
Wow.
Sulak actually featured as a character in a skateboarding film. So yeah,
Did they like kidnap him and like force him to
Right.
scan his face?
Right after
No,
this
I-
picture, did
I
they push him
kidnapped
in the
him.
van?
Oh, okay.
yeah. So that was face to face.
Nice.
Face to face.
Good.
I did have another game, but this has been dragging on for too long. So yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Apparently, I'm not. Everybody hates me for my Leon opinions.
Oh yeah.
I don't hate you. You're just wrong. I kid. Or
You
do
know
I?
you know I love Leon.
I
Shall
do
we-
too.
Did you
So
want to do?
can't we just agree to disagree without
How-
you pooping all over my sweet boy?
I'm offended by their interpretation of Leon. So
You come on, it wasn't a little bit funny when
Wow,
Irons
we're doing-
called the meeting and he like turns around, he's like, Leon, what the fuck are you doing in here?
Irons.
there was moments that were interesting that made me laugh, but just like it, never for a moment did I feel like that was Leon. But anyways, we got to wrap up.
Okay.
How long is your other game, Alec? Is it? Can we get
It's-
through it quickly or?
Yeah, no, it's about Nazis and fucks, so we'll say that next week.
Alrighty, exciting week next week apparently.
Yeah.
All right. This has been episode 158. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoyed,
Do we get to do any little promos for anything we got coming?
go for it. That usually
like-
we do that during your week.
Unless
but
it's a
yes,
promo for Leon.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I missed my chance because
Go for it.
started a streaming collab channel,
We'll do my
Stooges
other game next
ENT. So I would really like everybody. It's like on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Please, Stooges ENT. Please.
Go
No.
peep it
Come
out.
troll.
Wow, no.
Come give me a hard time about Leon there. Like we can argue all day about it, about how
Yeah.
amazing he is, and everybody can
Go tell her how badly her opinion
Do
sucks. No.
do it.
And I will say I do have read your comments, but I shall do that next week. So everyone, left a comment.
shit.
Yeah, we
need
can
to
save
read your
my
comments.
who's that motherfucker for next week too.
Aw.
Yeah,
What-
yeah.
If
We're
we
good.
just didn't
No
stop
worries.
talking about Leon for like 20 minutes, we probably would
I'm
have got it on.
sorry. Am I bad? Are you guys-
Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoyed the podcast or any of the content at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions to get exclusive content or buy merchandise like t-shirts and hats and more at our website at the-word.com/shop. Have a great week, and we shall see you next time.
All done.
Or no, do.
Teleportation.
Bye-bye.
If
Oh
you
my
en-
God, I had to blink.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Technical difficulties.
Bye, guys.
Apparently we're not wrapping it. We're back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast. Here we go.
If you enjoyed this video, please take a second to give it a like,
That's not the intro.
subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when new videos are available. Also, share
That's
this
not the
video
intro.
with anyone you think might like it. All these things factor into growing our channel and getting more awesome people in our community. Speaking of community, you can join our Discord by using the link in the description below to hang out with us and other fans like you. Lastly, please consider supporting us by contributing to our Patreon. Even as little as $1 truly adds up in helping us pay for our overhead, growing our audience, and increasing production value and quality. You can go to the address on the screen right now, or click the link in the description below to participate and get rewards like merchandise, exclusive videos, and sneak peeks. You can also find more of the Ward and get our merchandise on our website at
Bye-bye.
the-ward.com.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
watching.
I'm sorry that you guys.
It's not
can't
over.
do that. Oh.